What is up, everybody? Let's just do it. I'm trying to get the audio working, getting sound coming through.
I'm like sitting.
I know. I know. It's
help you.
yeah. It's because I'm going through OBS and I've got. It's supposed to be working and it's fucking not, but it doesn't matter.
He's a first timer.
You stop.
All right.
Done this a time or two. I mean, I'm hoping that they can hear, so they can hear me. Can you guys hear Chump and Hawk? Guys, talk.
Hello. Testicles 1 2.
Testicles 1 2.
Nobody knows that movie reference. No, I don't.
Sounds good. Okay, cool. Well, we got at least they can hear us, so that's fine.
Yeah, I just saw your head bobbing to music, and I was like, all right, let me open up the stream, and then
That's
I'm like,
what I was doing. I'm like,
I can't hear anything. I thought it was me. Crazy.
So they're very low. So we'll turn you guys up a little bit. How about now?
On the G9 yet? Let's travel.
I do not. I'm waiting. I think I'm gonna build a sim, like a racing sim, and use that for the monitor for that. Only getting them through the speak. This is retarded. Why? Jesus. Oof.
Did you guys hear the oof?
yes.
Well, we can. I don't know about them. I don't think.
Man, I don't think they can.
I don't think they can. Yeah.
They could hardly hear us. You got to get off OBS, man. You got to get on stream. You got to get on stream.
Well, I'm going through. Yeah, I'm going through OBS over to StreamYard. I could be going directly from StreamYard to YouTube.
Yeah, why don't you just go directly from StreamYard? Oh, can you not see scheduled streams on StreamYard?
I don't know.
I don't think you can unless you pay for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not paying for it. It's $50 a month, and that's crack prices. I'm not paying that shit.
Hell no, it's
expensive.
$50 a month.
Yeah.
It's like $350, or if you pay for the year, you get like a big discount. It's like $400.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I canceled mine. I'm not paying for it anymore. You can actually bring people on.
Hell no.
On Streamlabs, you can actually have people join you now. Remember we tried it, which I have to perfect it, but I'd rather just do the Discord call, do the window thing like we used to.
We can hear the sound effects, Chump. Oh, you can. And then Canadian Miner said no sound from Hawk or Chump. You can barely hear Hawk. Is that a good thing?
Man, Andrew, man, I'm turn off your units right now, Andrew. I'm turning them off.
No, that caught me off guard.
I'm disabling all your units.
I'm just massively louder
louder
than
than
everyone
you.
else. Okay.
Can't hear them. I feel like he's trolling you. All right, let me just unmute the stream and I'll say if they're lying to me.
Wow, I'll say that's
So can I jump over to use StreamYard now that I've started the stream, or will it kill it?
No,
It
it'll kill it.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So let me see. What are you trying? Share your screen. Let me see what you're trying to do. Just share your OBS. Let me see what you're trying to do. Because what are your imports set at? Because you should have. Are you using a Go XLR? What are you using?
Yeah, I'm using the Go
Okay.
XLR.
So have you configured your Go XLR?
Yeah, it's just like it is every other day.
Right. So if you have it configured, then your input on StreamYard should be chat mic. Now, okay, so your Go XLR, hit the three buttons on your Go XLR right there, the 3 tabs on the right, up, left. There you go. Go to properties. Yeah, that's your problem. Go. Oh no, that's not your problem.
No, that's
so
right.
Broadcast stream mix is right. So they can't hear us though. Yeah, we're low. We're coming in low. We're like -35, -30. We are.
Our input to you, Go, is that turned up on the Go XLR? Like
Yeah,
the voice chat slide?
Yeah, they're all
How
all
do
the way
you-
up.
I wonder if he's got it. I have to see his Go XLR settings. Scroll up a second. Scroll up past Go XLR. Desktop audio.
That's how I was trying to get you guys to. That's what I was pushing the music through, is hoping that it would come through desktop
Go
audio.
to properties. Go to properties. That's your speakers. So that's not even. We can't hear that. You have to
Default,
go. There you go.
yeah.
There you go. How's that? No, still a little bit. We're still a little low.
Are you listening on the stream?
Yeah, we're still a little low. They'll tell us in chat. So
It's gonna
then,
take a minute.
so go. Okay, now hold on. So go to. Oh, Jesus Christ! Scroll up a sec. Scroll up past Did you? Oh, that's all you have. That's how you have it set up. Okay, go to mix. Go to mic. So your gate. Wow, why is your bass all the way up? And why is your compressor so high? Okay, we'll fix this later. Go move over to. I have to remember how to do this. Go to mixer. Go to mixer. I have to see which one it is. So your game. Mic. So which one is it to draw us in from the browser? Because we're coming in through StreamYard. So are we coming in through? How are we coming? How are me and Chump coming in? How do you have us? So you're doing a stream. Oh, so you're doing a capture.
Yeah.
Is that where the audio is coming from?
Yeah, through desktop audio.
So it shouldn't. Okay, so this is where your problem is. You shouldn't have it through. It's coming through desktop audio.
Yes.
But your input on your Go XLR is you're doing what's called like double chaining. You should only do it through your Go XLR and set it as an option, so you don't have to worry about levels. So what you would need, we'd have to sit here for like, we'd have to go through your Go XLR. But what we'd have to do is we'd have to reroute your Go XLR. Your what's the term, Chump? Like he's got two paths, and he's doing two paths on his audio. And he's not using his Go XLR. He's pulling the audio from the browser, not what's being imported through the Go XLR. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know how to if that makes any sense. You have to do the routing through your Go XLR and then assign it to what it's here. So whatever you have on your browser, whatever audio source is assigned to your browser. So like, if you go to your Windows sound settings. If you go to your Windows sound settings, you'll see like if you're using Brave or your like Internet Explorer, then that'll give you a specific audio device for output. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, I'm looking at that now.
And then go to that output and make sure it's either set to default.
Mm.
And if it's set to your default, then it'll go straight to your broadcast stream mix automatically.
Yeah, so Brave browser set to default.
What's the volume?
100%.
It's at 100%. What's your input?
Both input and output just say default.
They say default. All right, go to your output real quick.
Okay.
What's the options?
All the options on the Go XLR plus display, speakers.
So put broadcast stream mix.
It's not an option.
It's not an option?
Nope. I got system, game, sample, music, and chat.
Yeah, you have to try system.
Can you now go to your OBS?
Okay.
Is the volume
I
up
did
on
that.
your
Let's
OBS?
see if it makes any difference.
I'm not sure. I'd
Go
have
ahead
to
and
play
talk.
with it.
Oh
and
no,
configure
I
it.
lost you completely. I can't hear you at all. Hold on.
Okay, so go back.
Because that's going to be the audio coming to me. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Hear me now.
Yeah.
We need to configure your Go XLR with the right routing path, so you don't have to kind of go up and down with because like mine's right here. Like I don't know, I'm gonna break this thing if I try to pull it up, but I have mine all set up where
We can hear better. People are saying.
you can hear better.
I guess.
And-
To me, I'm watching the stream. It still sounds like you're in a toilet or something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Really? Let me see.
Like Goat's voice is just clearer. Our
Oh, go. You're okay. No. His input. No. His input for us is your speakers. You have to change it. Open up OBS. That's what it is. His speakers.
that makes sense.
Yeah, his input for us is his speakers. That's what that sounds like.
Okay.
Go to your.
Yeah, but he doesn't have headphones in, so he needs it to be the speakers.
Right, but he has to change it because the input for us is his output.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I got you.
Okay. I'm in OBS.
I need to see it. I can't see it. I'm sorry. I love you. I can't. My crystal ball is in the closet.
Well, you should go.
I got an 8-ball. We can try with this one.
Let's see. Okay, so go to your desktop audio, 3 buttons. The 3, yeah, there you go. Hit properties. So default. So go. Okay, now hit. So your speakers are your output. So then go to system. Okay, try that. Can you guys hear us more now or no? Mic check. Can anybody hear us? I have to play with his stuff. I have to play with it because I don't know which one is which.
Hold on.
What's going on? I'm moving around the screen.
No, it
Anybody
sounds
hear
the
us
same.
now? It sounds the same.
Sounds the same.
Well, it takes like an 8-second delay or a 10-second delay.
Yeah, that's what I was listening.
All right, go back. Oh, you took the screen down.
I'm coming.
When you hit system, Hawk sounded normal. Okay. So, but there's no input coming out because his Go XLR is not set.
Yeah, I'd have to hook up speakers to the Go XLR to hear you.
Okay, so that's fine. Go to the 3 dots again. Go to the 3 dots on your desktop audio. Okay, go to your preferences, properties, excuse me. Now we just have to find the right one. Go hit speakers. Let's just see what speakers do.
My wife says you do sound like you're in a toilet. I told you, it sounds like you're in a toilet.
I'm trying to find where his output
It's
source
probably
is.
in the actual settings of his computer. I wonder if that's what it is.
Yeah, his input, you go, the input for
Yeah, it's a
StreamYard.
speaker. Oh wait, output speakers.
The input for StreamYard is your microphone picking up your speakers.
Yeah.
That's the input.
Yeah.
So the input's wrong. So it actually could be a StreamYard setting. So leave this the way it is. Go into StreamYard real quick. Go to settings and go to audio. And your input is what?
Mic is broadcast
Speakers,
stream, and speakers are default speakers.
Your mic is broadcast stream.
Yeah.
You don't need that. Go to mic because we're already connected to StreamYard. Change it to mic. Change the mic to no. Get off the broadcast stream mix. There you go. Now they should be able to hear us.
Hold on. Unmute that.
That should do it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have to play with your setup. That should. No.
Still, guys, sounds funny.
It still sounds funny. Why is it doing that? Go to your. Okay, hold on a second. Go back to your settings on StreamYard and pull them back up. Go to your audio. So your speaker system. Get rid of echo cancellation. You don't need that with the mic that you have. See. Okay, now I can hear myself. That's because you have speakers. Oh, you have to get headphones, bro. Go to mic. The drop down menu on mic.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Can you drop it down?
It's dropped down.
I don't see it. Do you see it, Joe?
Oh, it's not dropping down on the screen though.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I know it sounds the same, guys. I'm trying to fix it. It's routed backwards. So that's your broadcast stream mix. Go you can't pull it down? That's annoying.
Yeah, no, it's pulling down on my screen, but it's not showing up on the OBS.
Hold on.
His voice just changed.
Who's changed?
Mine?
Oh, it's Mike, yeah.
Yeah. Chat mic.
Yeah, this is okay.
I'll just
because it's being double fed.
Yeah.
Okay, go to your speakers. Go to your speakers.
Yeah.
What options do you have there? I can't see it. I don't know. You have to share the whole screen.
Got system. I am sharing the whole screen.
No, it's not.
System, defaults, communications, that's going through Go XLR, and then
can you is broadcast stream mix a speaker?
No, broadcast stream mix is the mix that comes out.
Would broadcast stream directly
out of StreamYard into OBS.
Do you have Streamlabs or no?
No.
That's the problem. I'd have you fix it. I don't know how to fix this one.
I have to.
I'd have to
play with it because the routing is messed up.
Yeah, what I need to do is get output from the Go XLR into the speakers.
Your Go XLR is like a junction on a highway.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So it takes the audio and sets it on a path. So
now we're echoing though. It's worse.
Because he's got us through speakers.
On the stream?
He needs headphones. That's why podcasts have headphones.
Yeah.
Here, how about this? Here, hold on. Let me. I wonder if I can do the stream key thing. I don't
Do we still have any Tito's upstairs? It's gonna be a long night.
We'll go back for a second. Hawk sounded fine. Duke said. What did you change?
I don't know.
All right, let's see what people are saying in the chat.
said, "What did you just change a minute ago?" There was something that changed.
Yeah, something.
I don't know what his
something
delay
just
is.
changed. Something didn't pop echo in.
I turned off I clicked back the echo cancellation again because you said it was echoing.
We still sound like we're on a toilet, but it's better than it was. Just leave it like that. It's fine. It's fine. We can live it like this.
Okay.
Really?
So the egg exchange got hacked or drugged or something.
2 hours later. Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
yes. We're finally getting to it.
Yeah.
What the hell happened, man? Anybody have any funds on that? Actually, anybody in the chat? Or you guys have any funds on ZegX?
I didn't. No, personally,
No.
I had none.
God.
What about you guys? I don't have anything on any exchanges. Well, I think I have a little bit on Coinbase.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It sounds like total shit. No one's gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will because they like us, but I mean I can barely understand. Chump, I muted us for a second.
How do you mute us? You do
I
that?
mute the tab, and I listen to it on YouTube.
Good point.
Remember that long time ago we didn't make me
Yeah,
live
yeah.
it down? I
Yeah,
learned. I learned. Okay, I learned.
I forgot you can mute the actual tab by right clicking on the tab.
Well, whatever I just did, I can't hear you now.
You can't what?
You can't hear us
Now I can. Now I can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have like TeamViewer on your computer? Go.
Yeah. Well, no, but I can get it. You know what? I think I've
'Cause
got.
I could probably fix
Hold
this
on.
problem in 3 minutes.
Please just download StreamYard. I mean, not StreamYard, Streamlabs.
Well, he doesn't need Streamlabs.
Set it all up real quick.
If he's gonna go live directly from StreamYard, you're not gonna have a problem because it does all your audio.
Hey, we could just call this one a mulligan and restart at 9:45. Let's just end the stream. Let's just end the stream. We can't end it for him. He's gonna end it. Just end the stream. Let's restart. We'll just do it at 9:45. Set it for 9:45.
Jesus
this one never
Christ.
happened. Fucking Men in Black. You know.
Killing me, Smalls.
Play the sound.
I can't. They won't hear it.
I'll hear it. I'll like it.
It only goes through my thing. Fortunately.
Hold on. Hold on. I know what they said. So Scott said when Geek hears them, we can't. When we hear them, he can't. Hold on. I got headphones.
Oh my God, you guys did it before. Now it sucks again.
I don't know what happened. I promise, guys, I'm gonna fix this with him after the stream. We're gonna share screen.
No.
We're remote in.
No, we're not. I'm gonna fix it right fucking now. You shut your face. Jesus Christ.
It's restream. You do a new one.
You just stream directly from StreamYard, bro. You'll be fine. Just get out of OBS. OBS is garbage if it's not configured right. You need
Streamlabs is the best, honestly, for the routing. I like it. It works really good with GoXLR.
I can hear you guys now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
How's
look
the
handsome
audio
as
on the
fuck.
stream?
Like them headphones. Nice.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. Much better. See that?
Hey, you look like Princess Leia. Stop it. Stop it.
These are
It's fixed. Leave it. It works. Okay, good. Let me see.
boom.
I think that's it.
Fuck,
Hold on. I think
dude.
you fixed it.
That's a riot.
Love it.
There we go. Yeah, it works. It's good. It's good. Leave it.
Jesus
There you go.
Christ.
All right. There you go. All right.
All right.
Well, now you can start the show at 9:45.
Welcome to Saturday Night Live, bitches.
Are we way louder now, though?
No, we're fine. We're normal. Yeah, I checked.
Oh,
it.
because he
We're
turned
normal.
up our mics. That's why I was asking.
No, it sounded fine to me.
Yeah.
No more toilet talk.
I think I'm
no,
louder.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. He just plugged in his headphones. I'll fix it
Yeah.
later though.
Thanks,
Are
also.
those Audio Technicas really?
These
There
are
you go.
not. No, these are.
Oh,
I don't even know. Bulk
Amazon
Tech.
brand probably.
Some
Yeah,
shitty
yeah.
knockoff that I got for free.
Oh,
He's like,
well,
I don't know.
free.
Gold Shell sent these things to me. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So we were talking about the egg exchange real quick.
Yes. So ZegX got rugged. They didn't get hacked. I think they just ran out of money, right?
So I don't think they could sustain from when they got hacked back in February. I think that was the word on the streets.
Oh, okay. That makes
So
sense.
I
You got a
think
$5
something-
super chat from All Set.
Thank you, All Set. Hawk for the win.
Appreciate it.
Jesus.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't. But I helped
How
him fix it.
long have we been
eventually.
live? How long have we been live? It's been like 20 minutes. We're finally getting started. It's perfect. All right, let's see.
Yeah, that's all right. It's about the normal time then. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess they just couldn't sustain or something happened and they just finally said fuck it. It sucks though. Like I feel bad for people that like can't get their stuff off.
Well,
Like how does that work?
yeah, the shitty part is that they didn't like give anybody a chance. They're just like, oh, we're done. Sorry, bye, see ya.
Right. Not like get all your stuff off before this date because we're closing it down. But like they obviously just stole the funds and the funds that are locked there are just numbers.
Just gone.
It's just numbers on your account saying that's what you had and that's it. But like, are they in this state? Probably not, right? I mean, this, in the U.S., probably not, right?
Stateside? No, I don't think so.
Zegex? I don't know. I have no idea.
I doubt it. So it's probably gonna be no ramifications, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, the only thing that if they were stateside and they got caught doing something like nefarious is like you have the money laundering laws and consumer, just that we have some of the finance laws that would take effect, but it's unregulated, man. These guys can create exchanges and then rug them as soon as they want. I mean, it's hard, dude. It's hard to trust these DeFi exchanges. Nobody knows who they are. Or, they pay some people on the internet to promote them and gain a little bit of notoriety, and then that's it. It's not hard. I'm still wondering how Trade Ogre is still in business. The guy's out of California.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't keep anything on there on purpose.
Well, how is he in business? Like, just from the Caspa problem he had alone, withholding funds and all that stuff. I mean, that's clear violations of our finance laws. Like, he's still open.
Well, did that ever get like paid out? Actually released?
I think some people got it unlocked, but the point is like people missed out on money at the time where they could have sold and made money. Some people actually made money because they were selling because the price never updated. I mean, it was just a mess. The whole thing was a mess. But he didn't. I don't think anything came out of that. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a rough one. But
Did anybody here in the chat get screwed from it though? Anybody say anything? No one said nothing.
I didn't. I don't think many people even on Zegex.
Canadian miner said he lost KCN. It was only like $50, but still, I mean,
That's all.
It's $50. Yeah, it's your $50.
$2 in Clore says 10 minutes to midnight.
Oh, devastated. Yeah. They didn't steal anything. Not your keys. Not your
Yeah, that's true.
You're not wrong.
You're
not wrong.
I mean,
you still need a place to exchange crypto, man. And unfortunately, it's just what was the one that people seem to like that works with via BTC? CoinEx. CoinEx is actually, I think they're owned by the same company, so they work with that on their exchange.
Yeah. Well, we talk about this every time something like this happens, when an exchange goes down or some something shitty like that happens, is don't keep your coins on exchanges. But
unfortunately,
also, the type of coins that we mine, a lot of times that's the only wallet, or the easiest wallet is just to set up an exchange wallet and mine to it and sell it, or forget about it and hold on to it, and then it's worth $50 one day when they go under.
Yeah. Anybody buy the dip on Caspa? I did. I
did not this time, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I sold out too at some at like 11 cents, and then I was gonna buy back in, but I actually ended up buying Cardano instead because I wanted to get a bag of that again because I sold out when that was like upwards, like close to $1. So I was like, I want to get some Cardano. It's at like 50 something cents, or it was. I forget what it's at now, but
right.
That it just looked good. And then Litecoin, I think Litecoin's gonna do really well.
Yeah, I bought like $500 in Caspa, and I think I'm up like $150 or something like that. I bought it like 6 cents. It dipped to like 6.5 cents, I think. Or
yeah, it dipped pretty low.
It did.
Yeah, I
pretty
was like
low.
this.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a great buy right now. I think Caspa is truly undervalued. Even as a purely transactional coin, I do think Caspa should have some good price appreciation. In my opinion, it should.
I hope so. It needs to. All these fucking coins need to. We're so far behind on where we should be, I think.
Yeah, I there's just a lot holding down the markets right now, man. That's what I truly believe it. Listening to, what's been going on geopolitically and all this crazy stuff, I think there's a lot holding down the markets right now. But I think it's inevitable, man. Again, it's like that, holding that basketball underneath the water in the pool scenario where eventually you're going to let go. It's going to break all-time highs, and I think it's inevitable. I mean, did you see the supply of Bitcoin on exchanges is almost at an all-time low? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
there's like none left. I didn't
There's
see
almost
it, but
there's
I would assume.
there's like under 2 million left or something like that on exchange. $2 million worth, I think, or something like that. Or 2 million Bitcoin. I don't know, something like that. I have to pull up the chart. Retro Mike will probably know. He'll correct me like he usually does.
See, like it
Let me
really
see.
comes down to
Trying to find the post. Let me find it.
what people are willing to sell it at, right? For like if there's going to be more on the exchange, or if there's not, like once it's all bought up, it's really just going to come down to that. What are you willing to sell it at? And
Mhm.
that's when you're going to see. I mean, there's always going to be somebody though at a different price. So like, I don't think we're ever really going to run out of being able to buy Bitcoin on exchanges. This is my opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the chart here. There was a chart that said like how much was available left, and it was like an all-time low. I'm trying to see where it is.
Which-
We're gonna run in though to a scarcity factor.
It
I
doesn't
ahead.
make sense though, because the price should dictate that, right? If there really is that low of a supply on exchanges, then Bitcoin should be valued a whole lot higher.
Well, right, like looking at the M2 in comparison to Bitcoin. I mean, obviously this is a 75-day delay, and it's been rising 5 months in a row now, and Bitcoin has been in a straight line.
Mhm.
So I think Bitcoin is set. I think September or October, Bitcoin is going to set to. I think it's going to set to explode. I mean, the global money supply is increasing. There's more liquidity in the markets. Because the M2 is at over 200,000, and again, it's comparison to Bitcoin at 107,000, and you can see this chart here. They move together. This is, I mean, here I'll share it with you. You can see this here. Let me see. Open image in new tab. I have to. Where's our stream now? I have so many damn tabs open. I cannot find our stream. Oh, here it is. It's gonna be crazy. Here you go. So present, share screen. I'll do window, but hold on. Where is that? Here you go. Now you can share it. Like this is set to. You know what I mean? Look at the past. I don't know if you got it up. I can't see.
Yeah.
But if you see the past here, they're following each other. Where is this? This is. I'm telling you, they're holding it down here. So the major institutions. I mean, conspiracy theory, little tinfoil hat, but something or someone or some people are holding it down. Eventually, it's gonna skyrocket. It's just set to. So. There's more liquidity, and that's what I thought there was. Looking into all the markets, was that there's definitely people have money in the markets. People are just when there's fear, people hang on to their cash. They're not buying anything right now. They're waiting for dips and waiting for opportunities, right? So the cash in the market is not gone. It's increasing. So that's a good sign. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But if you look at a few of these, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely interesting. Looking at the supply and stuff. So I think it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be big. Where Bitcoin goes, I don't know. Maybe 125, 150 area. Hopefully, if everything continues to look good and we don't have any black swan events like some bomb going off somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think towards October we'll get into like hopefully around 125. We'll see, but again, that all that charting stuff's like reading stars to me. I
I mean, I'm just looking at its past.
I get
though.
it, but
If you look at its past, they follow each other.
Yeah.
right. No, I get it.
Numbers don't lie. That's statistics. That's not magical chart reader, guys. I'm telling you that if you look at its past and you follow it, it should be moving with the M2. So We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Something's keeping it down so that
Something's keeping it down. I mean, that's just numbers. That's not
Son of a rabbit
Magic
says
chart.
hopium cycle is close to end, and
No,
there
that's
is a
not true.
stock bubble.
Yeah, it's not true. That's
Wake
not,
up,
that's
guys!
not
I
true.
guess I'm going to say.
That's not true at all. Not even
No,
close.
like towards the end of this year, we're gonna see a rise. I believe that truly through like the end of 2025 into 2026. But as far as predictions, like who the fuck knows? I think it will end up rising though.
It
towards fall.
will. I mean, it looks like it's going to go that way. It looks like it's going to go that way.
I just hope the
it's
alts
just-
follow.
It always lags the money flow. Yeah, it's like a 75-day delay. So I think September, if they do a July rate cut, which I don't think will happen, I think it'll be a September, October cut.
He's gonna hold it as long as he can. That guy.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, he
Just because he doesn't like,
Well, what the guy that's running Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, is that what it's called? The
Yeah.
mortgage companies? I
Yeah.
get them confused. He even said, he goes, the economy's in great shape, lower the rates. He goes, people can't buy houses. The housing market is, is kind of, it's not going anywhere. Like lower
Yeah.
the rates. Let's boom the economy a little bit. Like let's get it down. 4% is too high for where we are at 2.8% inflation. Like get it down. You know what I mean? This is, and in my opinion, it's my opinion solely. I could be wrong, been wrong 1,000 times, but it just makes more sense this way. So
Yeah, give it time. It'll all work out in the end. We just gotta keep waiting, I guess. Let me ask you, Hawk, because I saw this article. I'll share it here. Texas heat wave. Why is
What
that
do you got?
not? There it goes.
oh yeah. Oh, the heat is killer, man.
Triggers 15% drop in Bitcoin
Oh,
hash
yeah.
rate.
Oh yeah. That tells you how much hash rate the US has. Isn't that crazy?
I'm fucking
That is
pissed.
insane.
Speaking of
Why?
heat, my grass is like dead out front.
Go get some water and go and spray your lawn.
Listen, we had like over 100-degree days, like 3 days in a row, 2 days in a row, and it was just like, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was disgusting going outside. In like 3 days, my grass is just like all brown on my hill out front. Like, damn it! Like, work so hard to get that shit green.
I'm telling you, the best thing I ever did with my house to stay cool during hot days was doing that spray foam insulation. I'm telling you, it was worth all
it's
the
the
money.
balls. Yeah. Yep.
It's the balls, bro. I love it.
Mhm.
What do you? So what's your question, Goat?
There was
Yeah,
something.
there was major heat in Wyoming. They were like
Yeah.
95 degrees. Yeah, it was pretty bad. We didn't lose that. I mean, the techs were on site dealing with it. We didn't lose that much. Just increase the fan speeds a little bit on the exhaust fans, and to kind of match the ASICs a little bit to kind of keep that pressure equilibrium, so you're not pulling on the joints on the fans, or creating a back pressure problem. So I mean, we were okay. We did have a few units that go down. I mean, there are a few units that I'll shut down if it gets too hot for a few hours. But we didn't have many that went down. But interesting that the hash rate dipped a lot.
Word puts this
Here it
just
is.
painted green. I thought about it. Trust me. I've seen those videos.
Paint it green.
Paint it green. Get the fake grass.
YouTube, they forget this. Some guy goes around and, like, paints spots on his lawn. It looks phenomenal. It's like insane.
So
Nice.
listen to this. The biggest driver behind falling Bitcoin hash rate levels is rising summer temperatures in the U.S. and the heat waves in Texas have forced miners of the Electric Reliability Council of Texas power grid to reduce their operations. So
Yeah,
is
they
that
had to
curtailment? Is that
curtail.
what that
It's
is?
curtailment.
Okay.
It's a fancy word it's a fancy way to explain curtailment. It's funny because during the heat wave, I looked at the temperatures in Indiana where we're opening the new site. It was like 83.
Yeah, not
I'm
that
like,
bad.
This is nice. I mean, there was a heat wave in Massachusetts, New York, everywhere. Everyone was boiling. Where we are, 83. And I'm like, this is perfect. I can't wait to move these sites. We're under 40 days away. I can't wait to get out of this, get into the new situation over there.
There you go. DJ Mines just got home from a family reunion. He's
What's up, DJ?
exhausted. Nice, dude. I wish I'd liked my family.
Got 8
We
hours,
have
both.
reunions. I talked to like 3 people in my family. Insane.
Family reunion. Yeah, I mean, I keep in touch with my family. We don't really need to have a reunion. There's a lot of us,
My whole
too.
family's just like, oh yeah, just throwing shade at them, man. Just like fucking bunch of dickheads.
You guys suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost DJ. Been
That's-
open
they
about
know it
40
too.
days.
Anyways,
We were 97
Y'all
in Indy.
open in
Yeah,
40
not
days. Oh.
Rizzo, not where we were. Where we are, which is a little bit north, about a couple hours. It was cool, man. Maybe it's that wind coming off the Great Lakes. I don't know. It was nice though. It
Oh
was
yeah, you guys
nice.
are north of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, dude.
It
Nice.
was-
You went to Vermont? Sweet, dude. Yeah, Vermont's nice.
Oh
DJ.
man, I don't know if I've ever been there. If I did, it's been a long time ago. I used to live in Connecticut when I was a kid, so we had all
Yeah.
kinds of field trips and shit out there.
Hey, chump, all families are moochers, bro. You're not the only
No,
one.
no, mine's exceptional.
I'm telling you, you're not the
Exceptional.
only one.
Listen,
I had a family
can't- I
member that
can't
used to
do it.
live. I had a family member that used to live here, like a cousin, which was like a not distant cousin. He was like, I think the equivalent of like third or fourth, and he would come to the restaurant and say, hey, "Can I get something to eat? Chill out." And he would want free meals all the time.
Mm.
So I walked up to him once and I said, "What makes you think because we share the same last name that you can come in here and get something for free?" He goes, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Our uncles were together back in the 70s." I said, "Yeah, they're dead." Okay, and it doesn't matter anymore. Stop coming here asking, because my mother wants to be nice. She's not a hard ass. And I said, okay, I get it. But I kicked him out, and he hasn't been back in, it's probably been 3 years now.
Mm.
It should just happen. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. Sometimes it's your family that
buddy.
fucks you.
said you have a beautiful family of your own. That's it, man. That's it.
That's it. Your own. That's
Why I
all that
will
matters,
not
man.
fuck up my kids.
Nope.
That's why I spend as much time as I can with them.
Enjoy it while you can.
26.
That's it. They grow fast, man. I can't believe
Yeah.
she's already going into first grade. It's like crazy.
Yeah, wait till they
Damn.
graduate. You really
Yep.
feel old.
William put a backpack on the other day, and I was like, "Nah, bro, take that shit off. Don't leave me yet, man. Don't leave me yet."
It's good though. It's good to see them progress.
It is. He's dude. He's putting words together now. He's got like 2 or 3 words he's putting together now.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Your
He's
next
like,
one's due anytime too.
Any minute, yeah. You okay? Okay, yeah. She's
Yeah.
any minute.
You're
Any minute.
screaming
The
back
hospital's
there.
only like 5 minutes from us.
Nice.
10 minutes from us. So if
That's
something
good.
happens or water breaks, we'll just have the bags ready. We'll just throw it in the car. My mom will take him, and then we'll just go.
Just call her an Uber. Say it's
That'd be
here
the
for you.
greatest thing if she just runs in and says, "We need to go to the hospital right now." Like,
She'll
that'd
bang,
be like the
she'll
epic
bang on the
ending
door.
to
She'll bang on the door. Yeah, that's it. You guys handle it, and I'll.
be great. No, dude, that's awesome. Congrats. You must be excited. I remember that. Like, that was exciting as shit. Waiting for that day.
It's exciting and it's nerve wracking too.
It's
Because I know
nerve-wracking.
like what the God
Scary.
forbid like some of the complications that happen, you
Mhm.
know, and I'm just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that part is
You know,
scary for sure.
it's a little scary. It's like they come out and you're like 5 fingers, 5 toes, 2 eyes. Cool. All right.
Right.
That's
Dry her off.
That's what I did. My last one came
Yeah.
out, and I was like, "Yep, she's all right. There's no weird, syndromes that we
Well,
can
the-
see. Hey, doc,
God
let's
for- God
take care of
forbid,
this."
yeah.
Weird syndrome.
Oh my god, it's so bad. What pisses,
Well,
what
they-
pisses
you
me
know-
off though,
They tell it. They can see all that now.
They
so
can tell
would,
early,
would
man.
Warn
Yeah,
you.
they
They
can-
would warn you like something's wrong
They-
before
dude,
before it got there.
there was a spine test that they did on both of my kids.
Yeah.
And they can tell by the spaces in their vertebrates.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
They tell
something's
everything,
wrong.
man.
It's
Everything.
crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, I was so fascinated. I spent like an extra 20 minutes at her appointment once. I'm like, can you hold on, doc? Give me a sec. Can you explain this? Like, how does it? And she's like, can we fucking go? Like, I don't like. Will you take your medical course at home? Like, I want to go home. No, but I think it's interesting.
She's the best.
Yeah, she is.
Both
They
fathers.
can tell. They can tell anything. What pisses me off today, though, is the minute that your kid comes out, they want to hit him with vaccines, and I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
slow
Yeah.
down. Like, what is this? Well, he needs a hepatitis B shot. For what?
Yeah, right. I know.
He just
Yeah.
got
What
here.
the fuck does he need
Calm
a hepatitis
down.
B shot for?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
what if he can encounter somebody with My son ain't gonna be around nobody with fucking Hep B. So I get the fuck out of here. That was an STD that I learned out when I was in school. When did it become common?
Right.
Like,
right.
get the fuck out of here. So I didn't let them do anything. He only got the vitamin K shot that they usually give for their eyes and stuff.
Yeah. I refuse
uh,
everything I can. I'm like, anything that's not legal, they're not doing. I mean, not
Yeah.
not like
Not a
forced by law.
requirement,
They're
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, they're not doing.
I don't like all that. I mean, don't get me
Stupid.
wrong. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. He takes his vaccines, but I broke them up like once every 3 months.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what? If he's
Right.
late, for school or whatever bullshit, that's okay. I'd rather him have that than have any issues.
Mhm.
So but the school's okay.
Do you know kindergarten's not even required by law? You don't have to send your kid to kindergarten.
Really?
I just found this out.
I think
Yeah.
that's
You
I
have
think
to
that's
send
very
your first
state,
grade.
that's state though. That's per
Yeah.
I
state.
don't know if it's per state.
I think
but
it's
I know
per
it's
state.
you don't
It's per
need
state.
to.
Yeah, it's not federal.
look
The
it
school
up.
system's not federalized in the United States. It goes by
Let me
state.
see. I was like, what the hell? Somebody said that the other day, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
All set. When my son was born, there was not a soul that can get within 5 feet because I didn't let anybody except people that were close to me that I knew weren't dirtbags. So,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no one was allowed to touch my son. No one was allowed to kiss him. I didn't let anybody hold him until he was almost a year. Like, for real, unless I knew them personally. And I knew that they're probably not out, doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. Which then you don't really know, but there was a lower chance. So, like, yeah, no. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No thanks. I look, man. I've seen. There was a study. I'm not gonna get. We're not monetized on this.
Yeah,
right?
no, I turned off monetization.
Real quick,
Okay,
there's
good.
only 19 states that require it.
Hmm.
So,
Is Florida
it's-
one of them?
I don't know. I'll look for the list. I'll ask what states.
Hospitals don't take the risk; they offer the shot. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I didn't have that growing up. Neither did
No.
anyone else. Like none of us in this chat had that growing up. That's a new thing, and I just think that it's so crazy that what we considered an STD at one point is now required in a vaccine, and because people are kissing each other's babies' foreheads, you won't even get close. If it's not me,
You ain't
it's my
kissing my
92
kid,
pound.
bro.
Yeah, I don't like these people that
All
let
right.
that people kiss their kids. are
So they
wild,
got so no, Florida's not part of it. It says state requiring kindergarten: Arizona, Arkansas, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. Every other place does not need to send your kid to kindergarten.
Florida's got a really, really good like choice
I
program.
mean, it's good for
thing.
them though.
I agree. I'm not against it. Florida's got a really good choice program though. So, it's
I never got no hep.
I mean, yeah, what's funny is I fired a guy once that worked at the restaurant because, and this is common in the restaurant industry, people will bring food back from other tables. And then whatever they don't finish on like one side of the plate that appears that they didn't touch, I would catch some of the busboys and waiters, even some waiters that would try to eat it.
Yeah.
And I caught a guy not too long ago and I had to let him go. He's like, "Why? What did I do wrong?" I said, "That's a major health risk.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
catch Hep C from that."
Mhm.
I said, "You're not allowed to do that here." And I had to make, unfortunately, like the way the laws are, I had to like properly document that because that puts the health of everybody in the restaurant at risk. So
Mhm.
when you do something like that, I have to let you go. And I had to like, bleach everything out like we usually do when we clean everything. You can't do shit like that. Like, it's crazy. Yes, they are. Chemtrails are banned in Florida, actually. It's true.
Wait,
that
what?
law did
Really?
pass. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Little tinfoil hat. Yeah. You can look that one up. That's pretty funny. It is a funny one. But it's yeah, I don't, nah. People just be weird with their kids, man. Like there was this one lady at the doctor's office who she like didn't get her daughter like vaccinated at all. Like nothing. Like nothing. And here's my thing. Like you got to catch it from somewhere. I get that. And parents should have a choice. But it becomes a very slippery slope to like other kids. Vaccines are supposed to prevent you from catching things, right?
Right. Well,
So
they give
if
you
a
a
kid-
little dose of it, so you feel like fucking, it gets your body.
Well,
built up.
right. That's the old way we used to do vaccines. Now forget it. They try to just like program it almost. But the idea is like if this girl went to school with my son, right? And let's just say she contracted something that she could pass to other kids. Parents that are making a big deal that she's not vaccinated. Well, your kid is vaccinated then. I look at the argument from both sides. Like, what are you worried about? Vaccination is supposed to prevent people from being, you know,
Right.
from people that don't have it.
Mhm.
Why is everybody worried if an unvaccinated kid comes around vaccinated kids? You understand the argument?
It
You
doesn't
understand
make
what
any
I'm saying?
sense. Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. They're
Um,
just creating problems to create problems. It's a bunch of Karen bullshit.
Right.
So
Well,
it's, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
that-
What do you got? No, I want to know because I want to know what everybody. No, I'm not advocating for one side or the other, but I'm just saying if your kid's vaccinated, what are you worried about an unvaccinated kid for?
Yeah, and I think it depends on the vaccination too. Like measles, right? That's you have to against measles because one tiny little outbreak can take down an entire community. Like
Right.
mumps,
Agreed.
same thing. Some of those like old school,
Measles, mumps, rubella. That's
Yeah.
what they give them now all together.
yeah, like that's just it's necessary, and it's been proven for what 70 years now.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not as worried about giving to the kids.
Right. No, I mean, I had MMR.
Mhm.
I looked at my, actually, believe it or not, the guy who delivered my son delivered me when I was a baby with my mother. And I was able to get all my pediatric records from where we went because the doctor's office is still open 30 years later.
Huh.
And I went purposely drove there and pulled the records, which they had stored in an archive. And I said, I got all my vaccines and I handed it to my son's doctor. I said, here you go. This is what he's getting. And she goes, that's from 30 years ago. I said, I understand. The list doesn't look much different. This
Yeah.
is what he's getting.
What's changed?
They've added like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's what
crazy.
I mean. Like what outbreak has caused that to make those additional
It's just
vaccines
it's
needed?
financial shit. It's financial shit. They make tons of more money on these things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been my MO. And you know what? Knock on wood, man, everything's fine. I'll do that with my daughter too. I'm not against the vaccines, but just a lot of this new shit doesn't make any sense. So, like, I had the chicken pox when I was a kid. Did you guys have the chicken pox?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now
I haven't
got
seen a
chicken
kid
pox.
with. Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't seen kids with those at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they have a vaccine for it now. Which
Really?
I'm kind of in and out about it a little bit because chicken pox at a later age turns into shingles, and
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
painful, right?
Right.
So, but
I mean, there was no peach either when you were a kid, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, most of us
You
got
don't
it when we
remember
were
it.
young.
I don't remember it at
My
all.
mom said I got it when I was like two or three.
Yeah.
Like,
I
so-
remember the kid at the end of the street had it, and my fucking mother was like, "Get outside, go
Yeah.
play with that kid."
Go play
like
with
they
that kid.
wanted me
Yeah,
to
but
get
she's
it.
Get
right.
it and
Well,
get it
she's
over
right
with.
though. The
Get it
best
over with,
defense,
yeah.
the best defense is to, you know, unless it's something obviously that's fatal. But I mean, the best defense for most of this shit is to be exposed. William's been sick a handful of times now, and you know he gets around people that cough and sneeze. I'm really worried about it because he's going to get exposed to all kinds of different shit. So I had COVID. We all had COVID in the house once, right when he was little, and he's fine. I didn't give him a COVID vaccine. Like these stupid shit. Like it's just a,
Yeah, I wish I didn't get that shit.
it's just a fucking. It's all it is a cold. It's in the flu family or the cold. It's the cold virus.
That was the sickest day of my life. I was so sick after I got that shot. Like fucking wrecked me.
Wasn't the polio vaccine patented and then put out for free? The polio vaccine actually was like the last vaccine that was like truly meant, in my opinion, it was truly just designed and meant to help people. They didn't profit much off of it. It was just out there to prevent disease. Everything after polio has been just partially
Yeah,
a huge money
Just
maker.
money grab.
Right. A lot of them. And it's crazy. DJ said he never had COVID. Or you probably did and just were asymptomatic. A lot of people were asymptomatic.
They
But
didn't
then
feel
again, you
sick
wouldn't know
from
you
it.
had it.
Yeah. Oh, I
Dude,
definitely.
that was
had
like
it.
the best fucking quarantine of my life. I like laid in bed, the longest I've ever laid in bed, and just watched TV. Dude, it was great. Like you almost like I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, shit, I haven't been sick in a while. Could
So-
use like some bedtime, you know?
Oh, yeah, 100%. So Andrew
I'll stay in
Masad said
bed.
he had COVID twice, and the second time he took ivermectin.
How's that?
So ivermectin,
Those are
it's
those
been
like
actually-
chest shots, right?
no. Ivermectin is an anti-parasite. Now, they have different doses. They use them for horses. They use them for dogs. You know, like a dewormer in a dog. If you look at the back of the label,
use that for,
it
eat
says
that for
ivermectin.
cancer.
I took ivermectin the fourth time I had COVID, and it's safer than Tylenol. It's
four
been
times?
it's been
Jeez.
issued. Well, it's been less and less each time. By the time I had it the fourth time, it was like a sinus infection almost. I didn't even care. So, but But I
Weird.
tested myself to make sure and see what it was. The third time, it was just I was like in bed. I had like a fever for like half a day, and I was fine. But ivermectin has been issued more times than Tylenol in human history. So it's very safe to use, but you have to make sure you don't take too much of it, or it make you euphoric. I took it. Let me tell you something, man. The day after I took ivermectin, I felt like new money. It cleanses you. I'm killing. It's anti-parasitical. It takes everything, any parasites that you have inside your body, bacterial or viral, it destroys it. Ivermectin's awesome. Ivermectin is awesome, dude. I've got some stockpiled. Yeah, I'm surprised they let ivermectin out in the market. It can be used. It can be used as a dewormer. It can be used as an anti-parasitical. It can be used as an antiviral. There are different syntheses for ivermectin. I had a neighbor that passed 20 years ago that actually had polio as a kid. Before the vaccine, his legs were screwed and he had to use a cane to walk. Yeah, polio was nasty, man. Polio was nasty. No, it's not a horse tranquilizer. 4 times, you dirt. Yeah, I refuse to get vaccinated on that. I refuse to get it. I'm sorry.
Dude, I got the Johnson & Johnson one shot. Like, you didn't have to like go back and freaking get the second one. Bro, I was so sick.
So the Johnson and Johnson shot was doing the traditional vaccine approach where they give you a modified version of the virus, train your body on how to fight it.
They did.
And then it kills itself, right?
Yeah.
Though what a lot of people got was the mRNA vaccine, which is like basically programming the vaccine to fight. So the best analogy I heard was on a podcast where like traditional vaccines are like training soldiers in boot camp with live fire, right? That's traditional vaccines. Train your body to learn how to fight, right? That was that. But mRNA is kind of like taking the guns away from your soldiers and taking them and putting them over here and replacing them with robots, and having these robots with larger guns that are not designed to be in your body fight a virus, and then then your body that's supposed to be trained to defend your body, your immune system, doesn't know how to do it because it's doing it for your immune system. Makes sense? So is the mRNA stuff is actually, now I'm not a medical doctor, it's not medical advice, but I'm just saying the mRNA vaccine I think hurt more people than it helped, my opinion. And now RFK has been dropping, spilling the beans about it all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like my immune system went down the drain. I get sick all the time now. I never got sick before the shot, like ever, because I was a plumber, dude. I was exposed to so much dirty shit, like people's freaking pipes and basements and everything else. I like never got sick.
You just got used to it.
I'm a plumber that bit my fingernails, bro. Like, like I never got sick ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the same kind. I take this stuff called counterattack. I've been trying to get Panda to take it for years. I told him about it. I told you about it. It's huge though, but it works. And when I start to feel sick, like you can start feeling it coming. You start getting lazy and lethargic. You're just tired. And I'm just like, I go and take 2 or 3 of them, go to bed, drink a lot of water next day. Oh yeah. It says to take 2 when you feel like you're getting sick, and then take 1 every day until you get better. And it's all it is natural herbs and zinc and vitamin C in a concentrated dose. It's called counterattack. It works really, really good. I've used it for years now.
I do the airborne stuff.
Yeah, airborne's complete garbage. Airborne's complete garbage.
It saved my ass a few times.
All synthetic bullshit. All synthetics.
Hey,
ask Panda. He'll tell you all about it.
That's
Airborne
fine.
is all synthetics.
I like it. Works good. I don't know. It's just the vitamin C
elderberry.
shit. You know?
Static knows what's up. Elderberry.
Yeah.
Elderberry's amazing. Oil of oregano.
Yep, that too.
DJ goes, orange juice is where it's at. Fucking Capri Sun.
OJ. Yeah, no, Sun Up. Remember what that was called?
Sunny D.
Sunny D. That's what I was thinking of.
Sunny D. Oh, Sunny D was not real orange juice, guys.
D.
That was the jam right there.
Sunny D, you're right.
Fuck that.
The drink of
Don't
the
ask
90s.
Panda for medical advice.
Good.
He stays sick. I've told Panda what to take. He's not sick anymore. I think his son's out of daycare now. But Panda got us all sick, bro. Remember you were were you here for that?
Yeah,
you were here.
Fucking swine flu or some shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker. We all went to Disney World. We were all coughing like the next week, and I had no voice. I wanted to choke him. Oh my god. Everybody got it.
Me, my wife and I and the kids, we were all sick for like 2 months after we saw Panda.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad.
Fucking awful.
Oh, dude, so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, let me ask you a question, both of you guys. When your significant other gets sick or like has an ailment or feels like this is like some weird phenomenon where you feel like it's happening to you too.
No.
You know what I mean? If like when she gets sick or she's got like the sniffles, I don't know. I feel like this weird. I'm like, I don't know. It's because I'm laying next to her at night. I'm
No,
like,
that's just you being like your body telling you like this is a
Get
good
the fuck
idea. I
away
want to
from
be
this girl.
no, I want to be sick. I want to lay in bed all day. That's what you're thinking. It's like in the back
It's like
of your
some weird-
brain.
It's like some weird phenomena, like where I
Mhm.
feel like when she gets sick, I start feeling it too, and I'm just like,
You're
ugh.
like, damn.
I overdosed on oil of oregano. It took it. Oil of oregano is good,
What?
but guys, be careful on that. Oil of oregano is really good. It's an anti-parasitical
Fucking
too.
tired drop it. Did you fuck? I feel like you told me that, Gabe. Man, that's
Yeah.
terrible. Just God, that's awful.
Just bust out the Vicks. Actually, my son had a runny nose the other night. I had that Vicks machine works really
look
good.
at Rabbit. He got panda.
Panda
I didn't even say that.
pandized.
Yeah, pandas. There you go. That's a better way to say it.
Pandized.
That's so hard to say.
I was gonna say pandalized.
I
like
think he was already
paralyzed.
sick before that, though. Something's
Dude,
going on
Panda
with
got-
Rabbit, right?
Oh, dude, Panda got everybody sick, bro. Dude, me, Mike, King, you, the wife, we were all jacked up. And it was funny,
Mhm.
Panda's family was just fine. They were all cool.
Motherfuckers.
Everybody was fine.
Crazy. Let's see. He was mid puke, and I had his
What
pillow
the F
ask him
is
if he
this?
wanted to go downstairs. Who? Me? Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god. So I got the RSV. I don't know. So there was some. No, what was it? It was some. I forget what it
RSV?
was. Something that made you instantly like nauseous. Like I was dead asleep, and I woke up and ran to the bathroom and just threw up, and I was totally fine when I went to bed. It was like
Could be just
the
a
weirdest
bacterial
thing.
infection in your stomach.
no, like my daughter caught something at school, and we both started yakking the same time, like in the middle of the night. And I'm like still throwing up in the toilet. And my wife's got my pillow, and she's in the hallway because I ran into the kids' bathroom because it's closer than mine. And I just like she's like kicking me out of the room. I wasn't even like I was still actively throwing up. She's like, "Do you want to sleep downstairs?" I'm like, I guess just throw my shit down. I'm like, can you give me a minute?
Throw your
Like,
shit out on
dying
the
here.
lawn. Here you go. Good luck.
Yeah, she was like kicking me out. It was like
Get the fuck
It could
halfway
have
in
just
there.
been a stomach, like a 24-hour bug. I've had stomach
No, it was
bugs.
some sickness going around. I forget what it was called.
When there wasn't RSV, God forbid.
No, it was,
RSV
it
is
was probably a
nasty.
different one. It was something else. Norovirus. Is that what it was?
Could be neuro.
I think it was the norovirus.
Yeah,
think it's what it was.
neuro's the stomach. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or a version of.
bro. That shit was awful for like 3 days.
Scott goes, "Are we going to talk about the robot lawnmowers now? Did you reach out to that company, Geek?"
I did. I reached out to a couple of companies. I'm waiting on responses.
Brusho. Did Brusho get back to you?
Dude, those
Oh,
robot
dude.
lawnmowers are the tits.
I didn't respond to him either.
You
I
didn't
should.
respond to Brusho?
No,
Dude.
I totally
Did they
should,
say
though.
anything to my tweet? Did anybody look? I haven't looked. How do
I
you
don't
know?
know.
Hey, did Crewman jump in the
Oh, blocked
waiting
me.
room?
I don't. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What's up, buddy?
Brusho.
What up, guys?
Man, you living at the beach now or what?
Jeez.
This guy, man.
Dude, I feel like it. I've been home.
I
one
need rich parents. Where do I
weekend.
get me some of them?
I've been home one weekend in the past month and a half. I'm pretty tired.
I bet. I bet.
And we went to the. If you guys are big hockey fans, the Flyers had a draft party in Atlantic City last night, so we were there, and that got out of hand, and we stayed till like 3 a.m. So
Oh, jeez.
I can't function.
Damn.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, you know,
Doing good,
Okay.
man. Hanging in
Yeah.
there.
talking
So-
about vaccines and robot lawnmowers. Where you
Mhm.
at?
Oh,
I just brought up the brush show, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Look
I'm
what I got
I'm
today.
selling. Oh, there you go. It's fun. It's good.
I got this one, the 16 gig.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. I had a meeting with Asus yesterday. It went really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, TechSpace is doing well, and I'm selling my GPU farm.
I've been selling mine too.
Are you?
Like
All
I'm
week.
done. I'm gonna liquidate not liquidate, but I'm gonna get rid of all of it. I'm gonna keep like a few GPUs to use for like testing and stuff, so I can still make GPU mining content because people want to see it, but I'm not gonna have any more skin in the game. My power rate went up again, and I'm done.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. No, I feel
Yeah.
you. Same
my
pain, man.
mining shed is gonna be a hobby room.
You make a she shed.
I mean, it's got 200 amps of power in it, so I'm gonna do something with it.
There you go. Make a big Lego room for your kids.
Yeah, no. Oh, how's hosting going, by the way?
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. GJ's like, you guys want to talk about crypto? I'm like, anything? You got topics? He's like, profits, ASIC, GPU, anything? I'm like, well, ASIC, same profit as last Saturday. GPU mining dead. End of story. So back. Hosting is going really good.
Back to the brush show.
There are people. Yo, so the funny thing is, right? I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, if you can survive this next like purge of GPU miners, which like I'm pretty sure most people are gone, it's going to be probably pretty decent. But I don't have the time, nor the will, nor the energy, blah blah blah, and I don't have the power. But like everybody I know who's GPU mining down in Georgia, which has an amazing power rate, they're crushing it.
I mean, yeah, it's all power. It's down to your power now. Like,
Yeah.
Most people on the average power rate in the United States is that it's not even worth it. I mean, a 4090 is making, what, 15 cents at 5 cent power. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're mining for yield and you're having a good time, then fine, that's great. But
let me ask you about
mining's
these freaking Leo miners now. Like, you've seen they're talking about an AE3, right, from Ice River.
Oh God.
You see this shit? So let me ask you this. All right, so we've got the AE0 at 60-ish mega hash. I think it was like 50 when it came out,
Yeah,
at
it's
100
10
watts.
times
I'm gonna
the
be
amount.
honest. I'm surprised it's still over
It's
$1.50.
Yeah.
It's
I got rid of
exactly
mine.
10 times the amount. Look, it's
That's-
exactly 10 times.
Exactly. So there's nothing new. They're just scaling up the quantity
No.
of chips in
Yeah.
the boxes.
They're playing the game, homie.
Yeah.
They're juggling you nuts. They just want you to fucking buy more shit. Like,
Dude, how are people still
fucking
buying the
I don't
zeros?
understand it.
Like, why are you still buying the zeros? Nobody should be buying the zeros anymore. Like,
What's it yielding? Go click the A0.
The zero to and
Not for
you're
that
just-
much money, no.
no.
you're just
But,
asking
I mean-
to get.
So earlier this week when I still had mine, I was getting like 10 Leo a day, 10 or 11 Leo a day.
What happened to yours?
I sold it. I had to sell it to pay the fucking tariffs.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's so
I had a
stupid.
guy recently that I was a new hosting client. He decided to go with another reseller, which is fine, but he told me that they were doing all included with tariffs. And I said,
That's
who
not
was
gonna
it again?
happen.
Well, no shit. I
That
said,
ain't gonna
happen.
I said to him,
You're
I
gonna
went,
get
I
the
said,
bill.
I said,
End of
who
day.
is it? And he told me, and I said, they're going to hit you with tariffs. 2 days later, sends me an email that he got hit with the tariffs at 30%, or he's going to have to pay 30%. He's like, is there anything you can do? I'm
Now
like,
he's fucked.
what do
You're
you want me
fucked,
to do?
bro.
What do you want me to do? I told you not to buy from these people. Like in an indirect way, I said, be careful. They're not doing, it's not DDP. They're advertising DDP, which means that the seller will pay everything up front. And they're not
Yeah,
doing
it doesn't work that way.
They're all lying. They're
Oh,
taking
you
your
know-
money. They're in China and they don't give a shit.
So wait, what are the
no,
tariffs right now for China, or for like what is the tariffs right now? Everything keeps juggling so much that I don't even
The
know.
tariffs are at 30% out of China, 10% everywhere else. So
Jesus.
that's the latest. It has been moving around a little bit. There are certain exceptions for computers and servers. But, I told you I had that argument with FedEx International to get an ASIC for a client that came from overseas. I don't want to throw the companies under the bus. It'd be unprofessional. But I had to argue they wanted to hit her with 125%. I said, this is a computer server. She, well, it says crypto mining on it. I said, well, what do you think crypto mining is? It's just it's a single purpose computer. It falls under this tariff code. I can't load Windows on it and sell it later. There's no market to resell to the consumer in America, the common consumer in America. And I made the argument. I got the tariffs down from 125% to 30% because there was an exception on servers coming from different areas. And that's when it was high, when there was like the height of the tariff battle with Trump and China. And it just turned into like this whole thing because anything that says crypto mining on it, they're immediately flagging. So,
Well-
I just signed a consignment deal with a warehouse from Bitmain, a distributor. We have units coming straight to the United States now, and Terra is going to hold them. We have about 30 L9s inbound. I sold already 12 of them. we're going to hold them here and we're going to hold them in our warehouse because it's going to be cheaper for them to send them here now rather than continue orders to ship. And people are getting stuff that is sent back, and some ASICs are getting destroyed actually because customs will take them and destroy them. That's an option.
So if you're buying, so you're buying an ASIC or whatever, right? Nobody's paying. I'm assuming no reseller's paying the upgraded tariff, so you're just getting whacked with it.
Yeah, it goes to the end
American
user.
No Chinese. If you have an EIN in the States, you're going to get hit with the bill, and if you don't pay the bill, your company's going to get blacklisted. You're not going to allow to receive that. That company's not going to send you anything, and then the customs is going to go to the IRS and say that you owe this money, and it's going to hit you in taxes. That's eventually.
Well,
what
I called UPS and got them to change the tariffs from my account. Like, you don't even create an account; they just go against your address. They changed it from my account to Goldshell's account, who sent me the fucking bite that I didn't even know I was getting. For one, it just I'm like, I didn't even know I was getting this thing. I didn't even know what it was when I showed up at my door, and you wanted $350. I'm like, no.
They backed off. They backed off sending me one due to the tariffs, and I kind of I didn't really push because I saw you guys get whacked with bills, and I'm like,
they'll send you a bill a month later. They'll keep sending you a bill every month.
Yeah, they'll just
with
keep,
interest.
Yeah, they'll just keep sending it to you. So Steven Cicero says DHL is charging too much. See what happened to alter components Sasquatch. Yes, but the problem is that they're not classifying them correctly either. So when you got a customs agent that looks at this box and then goes on Google and researches it and find out that it's crypto mining equipment, it gets rid of all the exceptions that may have been there, or if it's not classified correctly. You think a lot of these, not all of them, but most of them shipping out of China are lying on the import duties. This is what they're doing. They're lying on the classifications. Well, most of them did. Yes, most of them did. Right. So when the tariffs started happening, they started just clamping down on it. So, there's two ports of entry right now. It's California and Seattle. Everything's coming through there as far as what's coming from overseas, and they're harping down on it, man.
Hold on. So why aren't so I have a question. You probably know the answer to this, Hawk. Why aren't these reseller companies just sending this stuff to Canada and then just moving it through the border?
Because Canada's got tariffs too.
Same rates.
You're gonna pay 30%, 25-30% coming to Canada.
So then again, you're not gonna ship to Mexico. So I guess that's,
the only exceptions.
The tariffs on the country of origin. So if it came from China,
country of origin,
whether it went through Mexico or it went through Canada or it landed in America, it's still getting taxed that rate.
If you're talking about the highly illegal practice of taking something and then repackaging it and sending it from there, that is really illegal.
I'm not talking about anything.
I'm just saying, that's probably what people are asking
about, bro.
But the only country right now that has no tariffs on their imports from China is Mexico. So may change, which may change now because Trump put the pressure on Mexico. He put the trade deal on Mexico. In 2 days, their inflation went up like 5%. It was crazy how much they rely on our trade to keep their economy propped up. And this is old news. This was 6-8 months ago, or 6 months ago when he came in.
Yeah,
office,
no, I
really,
mean,
so.
because I keep getting. It's funny because I would buy other computer parts from China, CPUs and stuff like that, and motherboards and stuff where you could actually legally be under the de minimis rule and not have any problems.
There's no more de minimis though.
Well, I know. So their prices didn't go down, and I'm like, why? I sent one of the contacts message. I'm like, why would you not lower your prices? And they're like, well, we still think they're worth it. And I'm like, obviously not. You're messaging me daily saying, hey, here are our products. Where before I had to come to you. If you're messaging me, nobody's buying from you.
Yeah.
Right.
And all right, hey, Geek, can you put a poll up and see how many people are still buying from AliExpress? That'd be interesting. How many people are actually buying from AliExpress with all these tariffs?
I just wanted to.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, Crew. I wanted to just clarify the de minimis exception was eliminated from China as of May 2nd. So there's no more de minimis exceptions under 800. And if you guys are buying ASICs, whether it's from me or anyone else, understand what these people are telling you. If they're telling you that it's DDP and tariffs are paid, it's a bold-faced lie. It's a bold-faced lie. There's no more de minimis exception. You can't undervalue it to avoid tariffs anymore. It is now dollar for dollar. So just know that before you guys order stuff, and please don't be like some of these people that call me and think that they're getting some great deal. Call and ask one of us. Like, you know, hey,
Yeah,
this
it's
is what this
never.
guy's saying. What do you think? Like, we're in the business. These guys are going to look. ASIC reselling is not our bread and butter. I could give a shit. I make 1% on an ASIC sale, maybe 2%. Like, nothing crazy. The margins are like this. I don't care if you buy from me or not. My bread and butter is in hosting. So if you have a question, call and ask, because I'll tell you what they're doing. I can't tell you how many customers. There's still what, 300 or 400 ASICs sitting in customs that these companies can't afford the tariffs on, that they were promised, that were paid, and they're not paid. You know what's going to happen? They're going to put them through a fucking shredder, and then that's it. And they're going to get rid of them all.
Steamroller over in China, the
Yeah,
S9s
that's
back in the day.
Yeah, because there's nowhere to send them back to, because the name and the address on it that came from China is some random dude's name with some random address, and they're going to send it, and this machine is just going to land somewhere and be nowhere.
Like I just don't understand, like, because I it's funny because I talked to my seller and I'm like, why aren't you lowering the prices to compensate for the tariffs? And she's like, oh, we don't feel like we should pay it. I'm like, okay, well, have fun. My response was, okay, well, I hope you didn't rely on America for business because nobody's buying from you anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
right.
the idea.
It
What
just
the
costs too
tariffs are
much.
going to do, though.
Yeah.
Bitmain
they
is
wanted.
Bitmain is set to start building stuff in the United States. They've already got the warehouses here. I signed a consignment deal. They're already getting units here because they need to sell. The American market is huge for them. They don't want to miss that market, so they're going to do whatever they have to do. But that's the idea of what a tariff is. It is to force companies
Yeah, for
to
sure.
build in the United States. So it's, you know, and that's just what's going to happen. I mean, AlphaPex they got plants in Texas. They get their parts
Canaan does
brought in.
stuff here too, right?
Who?
Canaan, not Canaan. Canaan.
Canaan is here as well. I don't know if they're manufacturing here, but they are listed on the NASDAQ. So
Mhm.
I don't know if they're here. I know WhatsMiner is starting to plan to bring stuff here too. But right now they're shipping out of Malaysia, which they thought would have been winner chicken dinner. But there's still a 10% tariff coming out of Malaysia. So
10%'s fine though.
10%'s okay for like onesie twosie orders. When you start getting in the hundreds,
Yeah.
10%'s a lot. I mean, you're gonna pay an extra, you know,
So, all right. So,
$100,000 on fucking. Go ahead.
no. So here's another question then. If all these ASIC companies are coming here, obviously it's way more expensive to produce in America because it is. So what do you think it's going to do for the prices of ASICs?
I don't think they'll be forced. Their margins right now on what they make, they
Are
pay to have the.
insane.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. From the manufacturing point to what they sell these things are in a decent market like ours, even now, their margins are probably over 400 or 500%. They can afford to cut it in half,
Yeah.
okay, and pay American workers and still make 200-300% on a low market. When ASICs like the L9,
too.
no, I think the quality will stay the same. I think the build quality will stay the same. There's this common misconception that people think American products are made better, and in some industries they are. In some industries they are, and I'll give you that. American cars are complete garbage compared to, you know, European, German cars. Sorry, truth is the truth. Not every industry in America makes quality shit. So when it comes over, I would say the quality may improve a little bit, but we're talking about Americans here. Like, there may not be that much of a quality increase in certain areas.
Well, I just meant like our laws, like our laws, like we require factories. I don't know much about this stuff. I'm just making a little bit of assumptions, but I'm sure we have tighter control laws and quality checks than China does.
Well, yeah, of course we have regulation is the word.
Yeah.
You have standards for making things, but what you don't understand is like TSMC in Arizona got a lot of passes on stuff in order to build up fast. So
Yeah, I
not that
believe
they
that.
cut corners, but the regulatory agencies were being a little bit more lenient in how they were doing things to allow them to build faster. So they were, you know, and this is a big thing like Trump has campaigned on, where he wants to cut regulation. And it really does, to a certain extent. It really does stifle new business. It really does. A lot of people that want to do things right take 8 months to get a permit approved. That's crazy. That kills your bottom line. So, you know, it's the problem will be, my fear with producing ASICs in America is that it could become a lot more expensive and it may force them to cut corners. That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Well,
Can they afford not to? Of course they can. But I mean, they're already making a killing right now on these machines coming out of China, where they're paying 1/5 the cost to manufacture than they would in the United States. You
Well,
have to get insurance and health insurance and all this stuff.
and if they manufacture in the U.S., they're only going to sell to the U.S. Like if you're not going to close your factories in China, like you said, the margins are way higher. So like you wonder here's another thing you just made me think of. Like, what if they only have limited production runs in America, and it somehow raises the prices of ASICs because they become more scarce?
You know, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I
Like-
mean, I don't know.
Like if you like, for example, right? Let's just go with Ice River, right? And I don't have a relationship with Ice River anymore, so I have nothing to gain or lose by talking about them. But like, let's say that the A0 or whatever the next coin is, let's use A0 for example.
Mhm.
What if they only made a limited print run of like, I don't know, 1,000 of them because they weren't sure how much they were going to sell and they didn't want to be stuck with them, right? Do they cost more because they're scarce and people want them? They
I mean,
make
you're
more,
talking
it costs
economics,
more?
right? I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's just interesting.
It could happen. There could be a scarcity of machines in the United States if the tariffs don't let up, right? But I mean, the market, the American market for Bitmain is almost 40% for them. So that's not, you don't want to lose that. So they're going to invest. Trust me, they got the money. They can invest
Sure.
and come in and build here and get the parts shipped in. Now, there are exceptions on computer parts that you can get in that are tariffed at a different level, which could be, I think, maybe around 6%, 5 or 6%. If you send a bunch of small boxes with stuff that doesn't weigh too much, you know, sometimes those will pass right through. It's the big stuff that they really want. I mean, we hit a record number for tariffs, duties paid. I think it was like $22 billion in 1 month. It was crazy, or something crazy like that. So, in total, I think it was in total actually.
If you
So-
want a really good video on like how the computer industry is being affected, check out Gamers Nexus. They did this whole
Hmm.
thing where they interviewed like every major PC company, and they did it like 5 weeks ago, and then they did it like a week ago or something, and you can
Right.
see the difference. And everybody's basically still saying like we don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand though, and everybody needs to understand this about the tariffs, is that short term, it's going to be always a negative. It's always
Yeah,
going to be
for
a
sure.
negative short term. There's nothing you can do about that. Long term, it's better for us because it's going to force people to build here. It's going to force people to adhere to the new rules. And, you know, guys, last year alone, China had 118 formal complaints to the World Trade Organization on unfair trade practices. China has been abusing countries in trade, in ours, Canada, everybody for the last 25, 30 years.
I don't think you'll hear anybody arguing with you on that.
But I'm just
right?
trying to tell you, like, eventually we had to do something. There had to be something to be done because you can't just keep. I mean, granted, did people benefit from it in the United States? Of course it did. But long term, that's not good for our economy. Eventually, it just allows them to kind of take over. And you don't want that. So short term, I think, yeah, it's going to suck for everybody. And I mean short term, you know, maybe 2 to 5 years. Long term, it'll be great because they'll be forced to build and invest in America and here. And this is what you want. It's just what you want. I mean, they did this with who was it? Toyota. I think this happened with Toyota in the 80s. They forced them to build factories here, created 50,000 jobs, or you know, and sell cars in the United States. It was a major thing. So it's not, you know, it's not always fair. And China's been taking advantage of a lot of people. A lot of countries don't like doing trade with China. They don't hold their word when it comes to trade. So
you actually had me thinking about something too, right? So check this out. You were talking about building in America in the factories, right? Imagine you imagine you get a job at a Bitmain factory and someone asks you like, what do you do for a living? I make crypto mining machines. Like, does that give it more legitimacy in America? Like, because crypto, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, it's pretty mainstream, but like, does it get more legitimacy if like you can actually have a tangible job in America? Like, hey, I build crypto miners. You know?
I mean, I don't know. That
It's
gives it
just
more
a thought.
legitimacy.
Just a thought. I mean,
I just think you're just a computer manufacturer. That's all
Yeah.
you are. It's just you're just a specific computer manufacturer. I mean, you can get the chips come out of any foundry. Samsung, TSMC, Intel can build the
Sure.
chips, right? I mean, it's just once the chips are there, you can get the PCBs from wherever you want and just put them there. I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
so it's just it's perception, right? And think about the crypto market is all perception based, right? Mostly like the trading market. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Perception. Everything's perception. your perception is your reality to everybody,
Yeah,
even all
yeah,
four of
yeah.
us, the way we
Just made
see
me
things.
think.
So
No, you're right.
you're thinking out loud again.
Maybe the sunburn's getting to me, bro. I'm like I like
Yeah,
look
you're matching the
dark.
drapes behind you.
Bro, I look so dark. If I could show you my tan lines, like it is absurd. I'm just getting burnt. Like I'm like a burnt hot dog now. Maybe it's getting in my brain.
I think the United States will become the leader in chip manufacturing in the world in the next decade. I think that'll happen.
They're going to have to.
We already won the war. Like China's economy they got hit so hard, and their real estate market is. And China's economy has been propped up on bullshit numbers, and everybody knows that. They lie about it. Like Iran. Oh, they didn't destroy anything, bitch. We almost set you back to the Stone Age. We hit Iran so hard the Bitcoin hash rate dropped. Okay, because they were mining Bitcoin to circumvent sanctions. So, and I can't remember how much exactly, but
2.5%.
Yeah, it was a 2.5%. Yeah, they had a lot of the network over there. That's how they were making a lot of money, and it was funding their terrorism and all the shit that they were doing. So,
yeah, I'm actually looking at the article right now. There's an estimated 60,000 Bitcoin that they mined Iran already.
What is how much is that? It's in the billions, right?
It's 6 billion.
We just gotta get those foundries out of Taiwan. That's really the big thing. We gotta get.
That's gonna happen. It's
yeah,
done.
no,
it's done. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, but like I think that's like the only thing in America, like the two sides of American politics can agree on is we gotta get those foundries out of China and they gotta get to the U.S.
If you look at history in the 1930s and 40s, American manufacturing was monstrous, right? And when we moved to a war footing, and all the manufacturing in the United States had to go to the war effort, they were pumping out bombers like 10 or 20 a day. Like it was crazy. I mean, it was insane. I mean, what I'm saying, the manufacturing might of America is drastically understated and underestimated.
Then, I disagree with you.
And that was back.
I think I disagree with you now. I think the manufacturing now is not as mighty as it was, because what made it so mighty back then is that all these other companies came together, stopped production on what they were doing to create this part for planes and that part for bombs.
That's the war footing. That's the war footing, right?
Yeah, they won't do that again. All these countries or all these companies will say,
war, we will.
Tough shit.
If we're at war, we will. I'm telling you.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
GM and Ford factories. Did you know GM and Ford factories are actually primed to stop their assembly lines, remove what's there, or finish what's there, and build armament like tanks and
I heard that somewhere. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They can do like the vehicle transport, the 6-wheelers, like the big ones. They can do certain vehicles. Don't think for one second like Tesla with the gigafactories or anything like that they didn't design some sort of military production system that they can turn off consumer immediately and go to military and build stuff. But I mean, I'm telling you, they all have that. Because they don't want to miss out on the money. You're talking 3-4 times the money for government contract to do that. All major manufacturing companies have that policy built into their companies. They can move directly to if we went to like World War or the country was at war we needed to build, all major manufacturing in the United States will be primed for military equipment.
But to kind of back up Geek's point though, I think if you look at our economy, right? Like I'm not trying to get economics, but like for example, look at us. We try to make money being influencers, YouTubers, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Nobody wants to work in a factory anymore. Nobody.
Well, it's just the state of the economy has changed.
Yeah.
You're talking about 110% to 120% of manufacturing increase in robotics. That changed the world economy. We don't have to do the manual labor anymore. When Ford created the assembly line, there wasn't a robot. The only thing that was robotic was the conveyor belt. And that, was run on a steam engine, right? Now, I mean, robots build 75% of the vehicle now. Like they can do the same thing with, and now that you got Tesla bots and, precision and AI using, getting lasers down to cut metals and do all kinds of crazy shit. I don't think you can still have that manufacturing might, and you might even be faster than what humans can do. So imagine if World War III started.
World War III is going to be us against the machines. Let's be real. Everything you're talking about.
Imagine World War III started tomorrow, and we had to fight on a global, because the United States military can fight two two major wars at once. That's how the military is built, which is why our military is so strong. So imagine that happened. Could you imagine how fast compared to 1940s that they would pump out planes and tanks? There'd be millions of products done in months. It's crazy. The manufacturing might in America, you have from a personnel perspective may have decreased, but robotics has made it that much more fast. I'm telling you, they'd be pulling out fucking MRAPs and six-wheelers out of fucking GM faster than you can spell them. I'm not even joking.
Wild. Yeah, no, it's a fun topic to talk about. World War III.
Well,
God.
so let me ask you this.
I disagree, Rizzo, and I would debate you on this. I disagree 100%. All major manufacturing in the United States, all major vehicle manufacturing, aircraft manufacturing are all primed to do military applications. Lockheed Martin, Boeing. Well, Lockheed's a military contractor, but they do a couple of civilian things. All the major companies, Swarovski, all the helicopter, all the major people are set to do. They can all do military contracts. They all can. I mean, fucking Dell has military contracts. Like they all have contracts with the government.
Yeah.
Everybody does. Almost even Tesla and SpaceX have military contracts. Don't think for 1 second that they can't weaponize the Starship and turn it into something, because they've already. If you read into that, the U.S. Air Force has already ordered specialized starships for the Air Force. Don't think for 1 second they can't do that.
Space Force.
Space
I
Force,
just think
right.
it's
Sorry.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Just use the Air Force and be done with it. Yeah, it probably will happen. Yeah, more than likely.
All set goes Texas Instruments. Man, you want to talk about the most corrupt? Don't get me started on Texas Instruments. Go look up the price of a TI-83 calculator. You know those things we used like
those things
25
are
years
still
ago?
expensive now. Yeah,
They're still fucking the same price.
Yeah.
You want to talk about ASIC companies as a scam? Bro, ASIC companies are like Jesus compared to Texas Instruments, man. They're charging you $100 for a calculator that's been the same for 20 fucking years. Bro, you want to talk about corruption? Texas Instruments, man. They will never sponsor me after this.
They got the TI-84 now. I mean, they at least went from the TI-83 to the TI-84.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of an
25 years
upgrade.
later.
You can load firmware on it and play Game Boy games on your calculator.
Oh, dude, in high school, I used to wipe my calculator every fucking test I took. Oh man, shit was.
They said calculators would like. Remember when it was like getting pop? Well, I mean, it's been popular since like the 70s and 80s, obviously. But when we were in school, like there was like this big thing with calculators, and we weren't allowed to use them on tests and stuff. We used to draw them out. And at my school, we had a math teacher that wouldn't allow us to do it. Imagine these kids now using fucking like Chat GPT or like Grok or taking pictures of their test with Grok, saying, "Can you answer these?"
Dude,
I would have been a straight A fucking student.
So I figured out, so this is really bad. This is really bad, but I figured out you couldn't get expelled for cheating because I went to public school, right? And I did the math. I can't believe I did this, where I figured out that I could save so much time by just cheating on everything, and I'd only get caught a certain amount of times, and I could afford that many zeros on my grades. So I was like a really good kid. Like I didn't break any rules. I just cheated on everything. And like they would make me take my test with my pockets out, my hat off.
Did you cheat in economics class too?
No, I actually got a straight A. I got straight A's in economics, which is funny. And then it was just funny because my teacher don't cheat in high school, guys, because my teacher was like, you're really smart for doing this in a really fucked up kind of way. But she's like, wait till you get to college where you can't cheat. And she was right, because
you're just cheating yourself, man. Honestly,
that's what it was.
College is a scam. Don't go.
That you want to talk about the biggest scam? You know how much money? Do you know how much money Harvard has sitting in their coffers right now?
Oh God,
they all are scams.
$80 billion.
I'm gonna come.
No, dude,
I'm not even kidding.
The way to go is like
college, universities, college, all bullshit. One of the biggest fucking industries.
From them.
No, listen, I'm not, and hold on, back up. I'm not hating on college educated people. I think it takes a lot of grit to go to college.
Oh, it's a waste of money though.
But the money that they charge, I think college should be free. That's my Democrat ideology with that. I think college should be free, in my opinion. I think college should be free. You would have a better society, more educated people if college was free. That's my opinion. I'll leave that there. But one of the biggest industries that's a scam that is primarily made in China is the industrial fan industry.
Yo.
Not even kidding.
I remember you talking about this.
Remember this?
No, he's right.
Let me tell you something. Fans,
Yeah.
industrial fans, like what are the iHome ones, or what are they called? The ones I had at my old facility. Those fans cost me $500 each.
Yeah,
They built it for $25. That's
Hold
a
on.
fucking scam.
Hey,
That's a fucking scam.
You
Jay
wanna fuck
Styles
on
Z
me?
says, Jay Styles Z says schools have AI detectors now. So it's basically like a cat and mouse game. Like the teachers have AI programs to stop the AI programs that kids are using.
Yeah, it's
Man,
it's the police.
bro,
Yeah, they're gonna have that. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine.
We went from fucking Spark Notes to AI detectors. Like I just see like
Oh,
teachers and
Spark
students
Notes, man.
like battling with AI on their computer. Like, you motherfucker, you're not gonna cheat on your test today.
See, all of us, I think Geek included. I think because Geek's just a tad bit older than I am. I think all of us were the generation that we played outside, but we had MySpace.
Yeah,
It was like this weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we had this weird, like we were technologically driven, but we still had childhoods. I remember playing outside and getting in fights and do all kinds of stupid shit.
We're the last
But-
generation to play outside and the first generation to start social media.
Right.
Mhm.
And
That's why
Yeah.
we're not. That's why we're not damaged like our kids and our parents.
But see, like my son has an iPad, right? And I let him watch a couple hours a day, no big deal. But I also had the fucking mobile cassette players and the mobile DVD players.
I
The same
showed.
shit.
I had to use a CD-ROM drive because my wife works with an agency that I had to pull files off a CD-ROM drive, right? So I'm digging in my attic for one, and I go downstairs, and my nanny looks at me coming out of the attic. She goes, "What's that?" And I look at her and go, "What do you mean this?" She goes, "Yeah, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck." She literally like saw the CD-ROM drive, like,
Oh yeah.
and she's like, "What is this?" And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm just like thinking of all the memories of like sliding Diablo 2.
We got a TV from my wife's parents. Hung it up on the wall in the living room. It's a plasma TV, like an old one, but it's like super nice. They paid like $7K for it. Things like, it's beautiful, but it gets fucking hot as shit. But
Oh, dude,
besides
the
point,
plasma TVs
Dude.
were the worst.
Oh,
Panasonic made the plasma
besides
TV.
the point, it,
Oh,
I turned
so
it
hot.
on and it's staticked the first time. My daughter like jumped. She was like nervous, like what the fuck is that? And I'm
Well-
like, oh my god, you guys have never seen static on a
Yeah.
TV before.
Wow.
Well, the reason
this is a riot. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I actually watched a documentary on how the TV was created and how RCA stole the plans from the original guy eventually. Like it was actually pretty interesting. But OLED, you know how OLED works? I'm going to get to your thing, Steven. Just give me a second. You know how OLED works? The OLED TVs?
No.
They actually turn when the screen goes black,
Kind of.
it turns off the pixel and then takes that compute power and forces it to where the image is not off or black. And that's why OLED TVs have been able to go where they're going. I think the future is going to be there's a new one that Samsung was creating where it kind of rolls up and it just folds on the wall.
Yeah.
And
that'd
it
be
was
dope.
The
crazy.
scroll screen.
So
Yeah.
if you guys are going to CES this year, right? And if you guys have time, like I always try to do my meetings in the beginning, so like I have like Friday, the last day, to go look at the upcoming TV tech, dude. Some of these prototypes that
Crazy.
you
Yeah.
see are like
They're bonkers.
like there was one where I think it was LG, but don't quote me on it. It was 2 years ago where they had like rainwater coming down, and they were projecting the TV through the fucking rainwater.
Yeah, I mean that's not hard to do. That's just a projector and using the water to
I know,
act as a
but-
wall. I mean that's not
No.
like revolutionary.
No, but they did have the rolling TV, and they have Samsung had this like walking Alexa, like this Alexa on wheels that would follow you around your room and like give you whatever you needed. It was pretty wild.
So real quick, Steven Cicero just said a minute ago, he said trade schools now 10 15 20 years ago was the big push was tech jobs, so everyone wanted tech and no trades. Now the trades are hurting. Well, this is 100% true, and I said this to I was talking to somebody a while ago, maybe it was Chump, and I told Chump, I think me and you were talking, Chump, that I told you like, bro, like you could make bank right now if you got back into plumbing because there's probably a shortage of plumbers,
I was making
electricians.
bank then.
I
There's a
can't
shortage
get. I
of
was making bank then.
everything.
Yeah.
There was a shortage of everything.
It's
dude.
crazy.
One
You
of my
find
buddies. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you find like when you find a contractor or like a plumber, like all of those guys, I like became friends with them. I gave them all free tech support for their businesses. Like I'm not like the most, like I'm pretty tech savvy, more than those guys anyway. Like I do all of their stuff for them for basically free, right? When I need something, they come that day. Like you know how people can't say they can't find like you treat
It's
these
bad.
people like they're gold.
Oh,
like,
dude, you can't
I
get
like,
electricians. I can't get an electrician. I've
My
been trying to get an
electrician
electrician to replace
loves
these
me.
breakers.
bro, mine will come
Mhm.
in one day because I helped him redo like some of his stuff on his like I helped him with some of the tech stuff in his house. He'll come next day if I need help. All those
Dude,
guys,
I'm telling
man,
you, I had a
find
buddy.
them, treat them like gold.
He left law enforcement. He called me. I said, "What do you?" His name is oh god, what was his name? Brett. I think his name is Brett or Brian. What is a buddy? He was a guy that I worked with, more of an acquaintance. He left law enforcement and to go start an HVAC company.
Yeah.
I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Bro, this ain't where it's at.
Yeah,
Call me,
banging
call me
10
in
all
3.
day.
Call me in 3 years." And he makes it's so much money, dude. Especially here in Florida.
Down there, you can make a lot.
Oh my god,
Dude,
HVAC down here.
Up here, they make a killing, and like you, my mom's like, I can't get anybody. I'm like, Mom, that's because you're not nice to these people. She's like, well, I pay them. They should do a service. I'm like, Mom, they don't need you.
My mom's like that.
Oh, dude, my mom's a Karen. My sister and my wife went out to dinner with my mom like 2 weeks ago, and my mom's like, it'll be fun. It'll be like my Mother's Day present. They both come back horrified, and I'm like, what happened? And my sister and my wife are like a different kind. They display awkwardness in different ways, and I'm like, what happened? And they go, Mom's a Karen. And I fell off my chair laughing. I was like, wait, how bad? And my sister's like, our food got spit in, probably. And I'm like, is that bad? And
That's
so,
terrible.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
But anyway, it just goes back to like I was like, Mom, you can't treat these people like they're just workers, right? Like that. You know, our parents have that thing where like being a plumber or electrician or whatever is blue collar. No, that's like white collar now.
No, it's turning into the white collar guys.
Oh yeah, office work is the bitch.
Dude,
blue collar shit.
Dude, I tell Chump this shit all the time. We talk all the time about this. I like, bro, pick up the kids, get the wife, come down to Florida, be a plumber. We'll start an HVAC company. We'll be rich in 10 years. I told him several times, well, you can't get. I had to call him one night, and I had a leak behind the bar at the restaurant. I'm like, I'm trying to call these plumbers. No one's answering the fucking phone. I FaceTime him, and he's like, yeah, bro, turn that, turn this. You got a wrench? Do that. 5 minutes was fixed. I'm like, bro, you would make a killing down here.
Oh,
okay,
dude, I like started learning
you would
how to
make
do
a
all that
killing
shit.
down here.
I bet.
Like 3 times what you were making up there. No joke. Not even kidding.
If I ever lost my job and like I had to reinvent myself, I would go to either electrician or plumbing school. I just go and just start my own business.
I would love to learn to be an electrician.
Oh, you got a big screen and get yourself naked. This guy wants to see some nips.
Jesus.
99.99 super chat
from
Mr.
Miner.
Joker
Miner.
Thank you, sir. Holy
He
shit.
must have won some bets. Congratulations.
Yeah, nice. Thank
Yo,
you.
Geek,
Much appreciated.
Geek, gotta flash him. Come on, where's the flash?
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Pocket change. You don't move to Massachusetts. You move from Massachusetts.
Dude, you guys, I was reading. I listened to like
Thanks,
a hockey.
Joker.
I'm being a hockey.
Thank you.
And I listened to a hockey podcast, and they were talking, and they said, I didn't even know they did this. They call Massachusetts Taxachusetts.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Massachusetts.
We pay like over 15 grand a year.
They're all mass holes.
Taxes.
Oh, man, I know
$1,100.
so
It's like
many
$1,100 a month extra on top of your mortgage.
Bro, they're getting rid of property
this
tax
town.
in Florida. I'm telling him, I'm like, what are you doing? Sell the house, pay something cash. They have no property tax in Florida coming up soon. Like, you'll make 3 times the money. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, Florida, you have the shittiest. So I would never live in Florida because your summers are too hot and too humid.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be fair, your tax laws are great, but I would go to Nevada. Put me in that desert
oh, fuck
climate.
that. No way,
Oh,
bro.
dude, 120 degree dry heat is better than what you have.
No, it's not.
That 100% humidity, because we get it in the summer and it's awful.
You're full of shit.
What
No
do you
way.
call a blind gynecologist?
What?
It's gonna be dried out there, man. Gonna be dried out.
I was in Vegas for BTC. I couldn't even breathe, dude.
Oh, dude, you give me. I love
It's too hot
summers
down
in
there.
Vegas, dude. Summers in
Visiting's fun,
Vegas,
but
when it's so hot, like when at night it's 100 degrees, give me that over what we have right here now. We have like 100% humidity. If you're not on the coast, like
No.
I'm talking like within a
No.
mile of the beach.
No,
it
I
sucks.
disagree. I disagree.
Well-
It's hot in Florida and it's humid. Don't get me wrong, and the humidity sucks.
the humid
It's-
does suck.
It does
Dry
suck,
heat's
but
better, but
but
to
the
an
dry
extent.
heat for like if you're
Too
not
hot.
used to it, it will destroy you. I had to
Oh,
get
yeah.
a fucking humidifier in my hotel room, okay, when I slept, and I had to point the fucking thing over my face. I couldn't breathe. My fucking
Hawk,
nose was.
I'm gonna be real. Hawk's a Karen when it comes to hotel rooms.
He's pretty bougie. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
100%.
Hey, I'm at peace with who I am. I ain't sleeping in no fucking Ramada.
He's like, what
That's
do you
just
mean?
what's
I
gonna
What's
happen.
paid,
wrong
I
with the
paid you know,
Ramada?
X amount of night. There's no mint on my pillow. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
There's no.
Yo,
I can't even get a. I can't even get a nipple on the screen. There's no
there is
porn. There's nothing.
No. There is nothing more embarrassing when you
Turn into
find
a-
out one of your boys is a Karen over the dumbest fucking shit. Like I could see you guys being at the hotel
Happens.
line and Hawk just losing his fucking mind on the poor
Wanna
guy
laugh?
and
You
holding up
wanna-
the line.
You want to laugh? I went to the
Always.
desk at the Venetian. I said, "Listen, these rooms are really expensive." I said, "I'm turning into a Rice Krispie treat in my hotel room. Can I get a fucking nipple on the TV? Can you guys give me something?" This fucking guy, I was joking with him, obviously. The guy at the desk fucking erupted. He's like, "Who the fuck says that?" I'm just like, I do. Oh.
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
No, but seriously though, like the
No,
heat,
I am from tropical country. What are you talking
Florida's-
about? I was
Florida's pretty
raised
damn
in
tropical.
was raised in South Florida. Like
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
it
get
is
much hotter than-
tropical as you could get.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, Cedric? I was raised here. I was in Vegas, was 96 every day, didn't break a sweat. 96 in Florida, I'd be tripping. But
Yeah.
see, the problem with Vegas is that humidity will make you want to drink water more often.
Oh yeah, you dry
Where
out. So bad
dry
when
heat
you're
does
not
not do
off.
that. So if you don't constantly like sip a water bottle, I had a water bottle everywhere I went. I learned the hard
Yeah.
way about 10 years ago. And I just sipping water because you don't get the like the it's weird. It's weird. You don't get like the urge to drink a lot for some reason. Hawk, you're wrong. I work outside living 75 humidity last week in Ohio. It's been awful to work in.
Well,
Straight
that's
dry
all
heat is better.
personal preference.
It's preference, man. I prefer
Yeah, no,
I've
she's
been
not
in
wrong.
Vegas. I don't like dry heat. I
So-
can't breathe. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. I like humidity. I rather work in humidity because in the shade in humidity with a little bit of a breeze, it's actually not that terrible.
You can tell people don't know, like, so if you ever do something in Vegas in the summer or like go to a pool or anything, you have to warn, like I always warn people, like drink water, because you see these people, right, like that go out or like enjoy the pool and just start having some drinks. They'll go upstairs and you won't see them again. Like say you'll be with someone at a pool or something till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and they've been out in that heat, they'll fall asleep and they won't wake up till the next day. Like that heat.
Yeah, I mean,
destroys
yeah.
you.
listen,
It was like
everyone's
that
like,
in Georgia.
everyone in chat is going humidity is worse. No shit, it's worse. I didn't say it was better. I'd rather deal with it than deal with like, cause dude, I'm telling you in Vegas, dude, like I had the dry heat gave me like bloody noses. It was like the weirdest thing. And then I'm like, I can't breathe because my nose just feels like stuck in one position. Like it was just like the craziest. I don't know. I don't like the dry heat at all. I'm not used to it. I'll go turn the AC on in the car full blast and drive around in swamp ass for
I
2
mean,
months out of the year.
I don't mind the dry heat, but getting up to like 120, fuck that.
Living in-
that's too hot, bro.
Living in
Yeah,
Georgia.
but like it's all
Yeah. It was like I'd walk out of your front door and it's like breathing through a wet
Yeah.
sock. It was
Yeah, it sucks.
It's so gross.
No, it's terrible. Humidity sucks. I get it. I sweat. Midday, if I'm running around, I come home, take a shower, change again. It just is what it is. But fuck, man, that dry heat. No, man, I'm good.
Are you guys, if you guys are going to that BTC event in Dallas, that's in the summer, right?
in
Hold on a second.
November.
I gotta fix. Cedric says Florida is cute compared to the Caribbean. We're like on the same fucking line.
Yeah, Cedric,
What are you
so-
talking about?
So
Directly,
Florida's
hold on.
further south.
Directly east of me, directly east of where I'm at is Nassau. Like, what are
Yeah.
you saying?
So
By 90
actually-
miles.
Actually, when you're in Key West, right, it's really funny, and Hawk can attest to this. When
I've
you're
been
in
to Key West. It's
you're
4 hours
further.
away.
You're it's like one of the southern tips of the Caribbean.
You're closer to Cuba.
Like you're literally in one of the southernmost points in the
What are you
Caribbean.
saying?
Yeah, no.
Hawk is a Karen. When it comes to hotels, I will agree and accept that title. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay. I'm at peace with that because I don't sleep in shit. I
Very
don't sleep
bougie.
in shit hotels. I'm sorry. That's it. No, it's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
How
Not
was
a
the
big
Hard
deal.
Rock? How was the Hard Rock at Disrupt? Because the place Geek and I got, it was cool, but it definitely was like
It was sketchy as fuck. It really
it was
was.
definitely sketchy.
It was
as
super
fuck.
sketchy.
At the
But
Hard
I mean, the rooms weren't that bad. It was just, I mean, it was super basic, but the neighborhood was sketchy as fuck.
What is he saying? The Caribbean goes all the way to Mexico? No, it doesn't.
Cedric
What-
lives in
what is he- what is he
in
saying?
Asia. He just doesn't know. Like he just doesn't understand.
Mexico's on the opposite side of the Caribbean. You mean it goes all the way to South America, off the coast, like Trinidad? Yeah, okay, maybe. What are you saying right now,
Yo,
dude?
let's get I want the next Saturday Night Live to be Cedric and Hawk. I want to watch them talk.
I love
to each other.
Cedric is great. I love Cedric. I don't know what the hell he's saying right now. It does not go to
Uh,
Mexico. Mexico's on the west side
Well, hey, hold on, Cedric, aren't you
through the
in-
Gulf of America. Okay, and it's on the other side.
Cedric, aren't you in like the most humid place in the world? Isn't he in Southeast Asia somewhere, like in the jungle?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's in tropical weather. Yeah.
Like that shit is like, dude, you wanna see some crazy shit. You see people that like leave their windows open and their PC gets wet, like just
Yeah,
from the
it's
air.
humid. It's humid.
Like
Yeah, it's
that
humid.
shit sucks. He's from where?
He's in Martinique. He's from Martinique.
Where the fuck is that at?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Pull it
good
up
with
on a map.
geography.
I looked it
I
up
don't even-
before. I don't remember where it is.
I don't even know where that is.
The Caribbean is nowhere near Mexico. It's on the opposite side of it's on the east. It's Florida southeast. Pull up a map.
No, he's from the Caribbean. That Martinique is in the Caribbean, but it's not. The Caribbean isn't in Mexico.
The Caribbean's not
Mexico
Mexico.
is definitely on the other
The
side.
Caribbean is in the Atlantic. Mexico is in the Gulf of America and the Pacific.
Bro, Google Maps renamed it Gulf of America.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Holy shit. Wow.
I think that was just a total. That was just a total.
that
like
was just
psychological thing.
Of
I don't
course.
think that had anything else to it.
listen,
other than,
say
There's
what
no
you
real
want
reason
about
for it.
politics or anything, but he just was like, fuck it. We're America. We're just gonna rename it. We should name
it's next to Saint Martin. Yeah, that's in the Caribbean. Saint Martin. I was at Saint Lucius. I went as far down as I've been is Saint Lucius.
Listen, we should rename the Mediterranean Sea the American Sea. Because we fucking can. What do you guys think?
Let me see. Pull up the maps here. Let me see.
Mediterranean Sea we should just rename it. Let's make some friends. What are we looking at now? Sorry, I was too busy looking
So a
at
map of the Caribbean, if you were to look at the Caribbean Sea, then it goes Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica,
Why are we talking
Panama,
about this again?
Colombia, Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican Republic. It has like in the line there.
Bro,
The
you're saying
the Bahamas is actually considered not to
Oh,
be
hold on.
in the
Put that
Caribbean Sea, but it's
Animaniacs-
considered the Caribbean.
put that
You want me to put that
Animaniacs
on the
clip
screen?
on, because when Hawk was saying all the songs, all I could was naming all the countries. All I could picture was Wacko singing the
jeez.
American,
Here.
Panama,
Yeah.
Cuba, Mexico, da 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 da. That was what I was singing in my head when Hawk was reading the country
Here.
names.
Here.
Oh my god!
Here.
Thanks for the laugh. I
Here's the
needed that.
Caribbean Sea. So the Bahamas is actually everything that's not gray is considered the Caribbean. So I don't see
Why are we
Mexico
talking
anywhere here
about
on this
this?
fucking thing here.
Oh,
Cedric was
Jesus.
not right, actually. Cedric's
Oh,
not right. By
God.
definition, Mexico is not considered in the Caribbean.
Listen, Hawk, if you and Cedric started a podcast or anything,
I'm
you
just
would get
telling
so
you, I
many
mean,
views. You would fight
Everybody
about
wants
the
to talk
dumbest
about
shit.
facts. We
You
want to
would fight
talk
about
facts.
The dumbest shit. It would be so.
This is the
amazing.
Caribbean right here. Where the fuck is Mexico in the Caribbean? I'm asking for a friend. Mexico is not in the Caribbean. You could argue and say maybe a small chunk of it is on the Caribbean Sea, maybe, but it's not considered the Caribbean.
No, it's the
I've been
Gulf
here.
of America. It borders the Gulf of America.
No,
Get
it's
it right.
considered Central America as a continent in the Western Hemisphere. Anything that's not gray is considered the Caribbean or Caribbean, however you say it.
Oh God, sorry, I'm having.
Here's a
fun.
fucking map. What do you want me to do? It's a map. Read the map. Like, hello? I didn't say Honduras was Mexico. I said what borders the Caribbean Sea is Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and Venezuela.
Cuban. Oh, damn. Someone put the Animaniacs song on. You keep talking about these country names. Come on.
I'm just saying. I've been here though. I've been to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is nice.
Oh boy, DJ Mines just dropped a bombshell. Mexico is North America. Boo, 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 boo. Oh,
You said Mexico was in the Caribbean, and I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Do you think DJ Mines
That's
sits
what
by
you
his
said.
computer and just goes, "How can I piss Hawk off?" Just starts typing shit.
I'm just saying, it's not in the Caribbean.
Oh god, this humidity here is
All right.
killing me. All right,
What
what are
we
we
doing,
talking
Goat?
about? Let's talk about
What
something.
we
else.
doing, Goat?
Let's talk about something
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Here, let's do something that's interesting. What are we watching? What are we watching on death scrolling these days? Are we doing carpet cleaning,
Pokemon.
lawn,
That's it.
Pokemon card
That's it.
openings?
Yeah,
Are
that's
we
it.
doing unboxing videos? What are we doing? I like to watch mom memes. That's what I've been watching these days.
Wait, what?
Mom memes. You know, like overstimulated moms when toddlers like piss them off.
No, I have no idea what you're talking
You
about.
never
Nope.
watched those?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, those are pretty funny. Like just toddlers doing dumb shit,
What's
and then
wrong
the
with you?
parents' reactions. Oh, it's
That's
so
right.
good. Like a toddler gets mad and throws something like a ball, and it shatters a window. You just see the
Bro, I
parents'
like it.
reaction.
Last thing I'm gonna do is watch other people's kids.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
Makes
fucking
me
two
feel
of my
better
own.
about mine. Makes me feel better about mine.
hell-
Pocket says, ahem, Mexico has a Caribbean coastline. So does Venezuela, so does Colombia, Panama, Honduras, and Nicaragua, but they're not considered the Caribbean.
Oh boy.
Google it.
Oh boy. Pocket, you just need to go take the stream over from Chump and start arguing with
Killing me, Smalls.
So we got no news on crypto. What I don't know. Anybody doing anything fun right now? Anybody got any fun trips planned?
Cozumel is not considered a Caribbean area. It's not. It's not. It's
I keep
considered
trying
North
to
America.
drive this train off the Hawk. You keep driving us off the
No,
tracks.
they're driving it back on. Okay?
You're
guys
like,
are
Dennis,
Hawk's
talk to your wife, chump. Jesus.
Hawk's like, he hit me first. He hit me first. Now,
No,
kids.
they're in the Gulf. They're in the fucking.
That's all right. Problem solved. We'll just.
Oh,
Everybody's,
I mean,
everybody's driving everybody off.
They're in the
the train.
fucking Gulf.
Still going.
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh,
great.
1v1 me. Oh,
No.
You guys still playing Counter-Strike?
Nope, never played.
Or
Yes,
no, are you
we
guys
are.
doing the GTA?
We
you guys
are
doing
playing
that
Counter-Strike,
GTA
and we've been
role
winning.
play?
GTA lasted about a month, and then DJ did everything on the map, and then I'll only play if he plays because there's no other real play.
Oh, what island is on my shirt? Oh man, this shirt's got some
Epstein
stories
Island's
to
on his
tell.
fucking shirt.
Glad we're not monetized tonight.
Oh god.
That's a good one.
Cedric, you're wrong, though. You're wrong, brother. You're wrong. It's not
Oh,
considered
Yo,
that.
I should have said that because this shirt, we got these shirts for a bachelor party, and we should have put Epstein Island on them. That's
No, you shouldn't
No,
have.
that's
That's a terrible
horrible.
idea.
That's not a good idea. You
Oh.
should definitely not do that.
No more sun for you. You stay inside all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to go to the
Sun
beach
for
all
you.
day tomorrow. I'm so sad.
Take
I
an
don't want
umbrella.
to go.
I don't want to play with you,
Ella.
Joker.
The fucking
Ella,
sad stories of
hey.
a rich kid. Listen to them. I have to go to the beach tomorrow.
Oh, it's first world
Motherfuckers are
problems.
working on Sundays.
Bitch, you're the one that on a whim builds a shed and installs 75 solar panels on it.
Hey, listen.
Trump's like,
Because
next
you're
Trump
bored.
video. I'm
Yeah.
bored. Trump change
My
XD here. I'm gonna build another
hands
house.
hurt.
Trump, you
Yep.
get bored and build a
Yeah.
house.
Yeah,
You know
I
what,
don't wanna
though?
hear-
I
don't wanna
wish I
hear
could go to the
rich
beach.
people Problems. Trump's like, Trump change XD here. I gotta move 27 computers out of my garage. We're gonna rebuild it for the 18th time. How many
Yep.
times have you renovated your house?
For a
20
lot.
times.
Too many times.
You could have a beach house with all.
There's
the
gotta
times
be
you
a few
renovated
more
your
for
house.
sure.
Oh, good
For
times.
sure.
This is
Trump's
great.
gonna get into a new hobby. Hawk, you should start a geography YouTube channel. I'd watch.
Why?
That. I mean, you
Because
know,
I paid attention in school?
they apparently didn't.
No, they're
The
just
comp-
fucking. They're
Never.
just fucking with me. That's what they're doing.
You gotta stop taking the bait. Gotta stop taking the bait.
Yeah.
Can we
Your
go to
fault.
the beach tomorrow? Trump, how far are you from the beach? The beaches of Massachusetts.
They charge you
Well-
$20 to walk on the sand.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Riviera, get stabbed in the needle.
That's disgusting, bro. Oh my god,
They
no
probably
way.
stab on one.
Oh.
Such a shithole.
Oh.
I don't know. I definitely don't go to any in Massachusetts. I go to New Hampshire if I'm gonna go. It's probably
What about-
about 45 minutes or so
Maine
an hour
has
maybe.
some nice beaches too for the month and a half you can use them.
It's cold as fuck up there.
No, dude, they have a really good summer. They have really good short towns. Everybody from Canada goes down there. I learned. I was there a weekend a while ago. You get like a month and a half of good beach weather in Maine. And that's it. It's cold otherwise. Sex, drug. What? This chat is going off the rails, man. There's
Well, that's what
needle
happens
emojis,
when the markets are down.
sex, drug
Yeah.
needles. Your wife literally just put a needle emoji. I didn't even know you could have a needle emoji.
It's probably what you step on at the beach.
Oh God, we just
Yep.
have rowdy teenagers here because of the stupid democratic laws that they passed. They can't even arrest kids for underage drinking down here. It's awful.
I mean, you don't want to arrest a kid for underage drinking. You want to give him a chance.
Nah.
No. They can't
Let them
even do it.
drink.
No. What they should be doing is they should be fining the parents for every time they get caught. They shouldn't be arresting. They can't even fine people. Like, you want to change
You
shit,
just beat
make
the shit out of
parents
them. You
mad.
got caught? Don't get caught, idiot.
Don't get caught.
I never got caught.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
what
on.
it is.
Here's my take. If you have a kid who's being
need to
stupid
tell.
when they're young, I think that should be forgiven to a certain extent.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Because we all did stupid shit, myself
Mhm.
included. And I had cops that stopped me and when I was doing stupid shit who were very understanding and forgiving because they did stupid shit. If you start hammering younger people when they make mistakes, you're just going to turn them into undisciplined adults and they're
Ye-
going to piss them off. And
yeah.
they're not going to want to rebel against law enforcement.
But it needs
That's a
to
bad
stop
way
at
to
a
do things.
point. Some of these
Well,
freaking
no, right. Like if you get drunk and you crash and you kill 3 people, yeah, you should go to
no, I
prison.
mean just in general, like some of these freaking rules that are out there
Escalated
now,
quickly.
like they're not chasing down people that are shoplifting. They're just sitting there like throwing shit in a bag right in front of a security guard and then walking out the door.
Yeah, there's
that
like
shit's
a
gotta
law. There's-
stop.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
that's okay.
That shit has got to
Yes.
stop.
That, yeah. I'm telling you that I've had instances with kids making mistakes. I mean, look.
Sure. No, Hawk. In principle, what you're saying is,
In
Yeah,
principle, I
yeah.
think most children, especially young
But-
teenagers,
but you
that
have
don't have their
300
dads around, are statistically likely to commit crime and do
but-
things. I mean, I was
you're-
part of that statistic.
You're talking 300-400 kids crashing the beach. Like now, where I'm at, all the beach towns, all the beaches are closed at 8 now because of fucking asshole kids who their parents don't fucking watch them. Like if these kids got caught and their parents had to pay $1,000 fine, you bet those kids aren't going back out there. Parents need to start paying for being.
Well, I can't
shitty
tell
parents.
I can't tell you how many times we had repeat offenders that were kids, 12, 13, 14 years old. We call their parents and they're like, yeah, take them to jail. I don't care. Click.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but if you hit their fucking pocketbook, they'll care.
But the problem is that like in certain laws, right? Like children, even though children are not legal till they're 18, certain laws like they have they're competent, right? Which means that it wouldn't necessarily fall on the parent. Like if a 15-year-old or 16-year-old grabs a gun and kills somebody, you can't blame his dad for that because he's a competent human being. He knows what he's doing. If he's a healthy, normal 16-year-old kid, where like a 6-year-old or a 5-year-old grabs a gun and ends up killing somebody, that you
Yeah.
blame the parents on because he's not competent to know what he's doing
Yeah,
based
yeah.
on what the law perceives it to be. So there is leniency. I can't tell you how many kids that I caught that just made mistakes, and had I hemmed them up, could have got them kicked out of school, could have got them in trouble with their parents, and
it's
maybe they
not
could have
worth it.
spiraled out of control. Especially the kids that were in single parent homes. That was a huge statistic, and I know because I was one of them. My father wasn't around, so I knew that statistically I was against the odds of being successful. So my thing is I had good people around when I was growing up, so I lucked out. But most kids don't, so they need to be forgiven on certain things. I can't tell you how many times kids broke into cars and did stuff where it's like a group of them, and you can tell which ones are going to be the shitbags and which ones are going to be good
Yeah.
people. You can pick them apart.
Yeah.
You can just tell by looking at them. And I would
You're
pick
right.
the good ones apart, and I would say, look, man, like you need to get away from these kids. They're lost causes. You would try to talk to the lost causes and try to change them, but chances are they don't, and they ended up dead or in jail. It's sad. It's a sad story. But yeah,
So to change it to a little bit less sad, which is but all good
it's not
points.
sad.
all-
It's reality.
No, it's all great points. But the chat is literally
Reality
going
is
off
sad
the
sometimes.
goddamn fucking rails. Like, I just read one of them. They're saying space is fake, and then they're still arguing about.
Interesting.
They're still arguing about the Caribbean.
Space is definitely
No,
fake.
no,
I
no.
agree.
Crew. They're trying to reel me in, and I'm not going to
Space is
give in
definitely
to this
fake, bro.
bullshit. So Steven Cicero says, heard a weird Wisconsin law.
100%.
Kids 18 to 21 can legally drink with their parents' consent.
Not anymore.
Oh, they changed that?
Yeah, they
I didn't
changed
know anything
that
about
like a few years ago. That's like
The age to drink though is federal. Like you can't. That's not.
Yeah,
it
you can't mess
supersedes
with
state
that.
law. Like you can't if a state says that you can drink at 18, if you get caught, the federal government can come in and and shut you down or arrest
I don't
you. If
think
that's the
any
reason.
state. The only state I know that has different liquor laws is Alaska. Like, I think Alaska alcohol's straight up banned in a lot of places for obvious, probably good reasons. But I don't know any other state that has like really strict
Yeah.
liquor laws.
Paradigm miner, yeah, you got to have compassion for, especially the kids in law enforcement, man. It's crazy.
But
When Panda goes, when you look at Hawk, it all makes sense why he's the way he is. You fucking love me, okay? You live
Listen,
vicariously
Rufio.
through me, okay? Yeah, exactly. You live vicariously through me, okay? Because you know what Panda does? He acts all like he's everybody's friend. He'll message me and go, "Can you believe this motherfucker is doing this, Hawk?
oh,
You should
Panda
call
does
them."
that all the time.
He goes,
Oh,
"You
yeah,
should
he's
you
the
should call
behind
them
the
out on
curtain.
this, Hawk.
He'll,
You
like,
should do
he'll
this."
fuck your wife and adopt your
So-
kids. Like that's
Bro, Red
Yeah,
Panda
he's-
Mining.
he's not a
Red
nice
Panda
guy.
Mining's Discord name is Red Panda Mining. Won't DM you first. That motherfucker DM'd me 5 times.
Let me
this
tell
week.
you something.
And I'm like, what
He
happened?
instigates
What happened to
fights.
not won't DM you first?
He is a
Scammer.
wolf in sheep clothing. He would message me,
100%.
"Hey Hawk," he would get me riled up on something, and he would say, "You should say something about this on your stream. This is fucked up." I said, "Why don't you say it?" He goes, "Well, people like me." I'm like, "That's nice. That's nice. I just go fuck myself. That's cool. Like that's great." No, I'm not saying it. Fuck you. Like I'm not doing that. Like,
That
eat
was good.
shit.
That's
That's
funny.
good.
Red
Shit.
Panda Mining is a bitter, upset Canadian because his team sucks and he will never have a Stanley Cup in Canada. Never. And Connor McDavid is going to leave you, Panda, and you're going to be a little bitch and you're going to be sad.
Jesus. Okay.
You know what?
Oh, poor
Canada.
Panda.
Fuck Canada, Panda.
Because
Won't
people
message
like
you
me.
first.
That's right.
Won't message you first. If you
Blame
if, all right,
Canada. Blame Canada.
if Red Panda has messaged you first before, raise your hand. Because there's 4 people right here that he has lied to. You got to take
Oh.
that thing out of your thing, Panda.
He's lying, man. I love him to death. He's a good dude. It's just so funny because it's like he likes to stay. He wants to be Switzerland with everybody. I had a situation. I needed his help on something. I'm like, come on, bro, go say something for me. He's like, I did that. You know, it's not really my thing. I'm like, come on, stop being a bitch. Go say something for me. And he's like, well, do you have any hard evidence? Like, I'm like, my word, motherfucker. Like, why would I lie to you? Like, oh, Panda.
I
love
was
you,
there.
man.
I was there for the conversation. It was funny.
Hold on. Here's a question. How many of the fake Red Panda mining accounts do you think are from Red Panda? And he's saying
They're
what he
not.
really
No,
wants.
they're not.
all
No,
of
he's
them,
not.
all
He's
of them.
not. No. Well, this is all jokes. He's not like that. It is all
I
jokes.
know he's not. We're joking.
well, except for
Are
the
we?
one alt account I
I thought we
have
were
that
serious.
says definitely
Well,
not.
he
Red Panda
is a
mining.
little bit of an instigator. He's an
A
instigator.
little.
A little bit.
That's on bitch.
And our group chat, it's constant memes of like,
That's
you
so
know,
funny.
get wrecked and screw you, and our
Group
trios down to
chat?
2.
Group
Yeah,
chat.
Yeah, we have group chats. We're friends.
Oh, thanks.
You know?
Thanks for the invite.
I know what he looks like. If he ever
Wow.
screws me over, I'll put his fucking picture all over
Wow.
goddamn social media, and nobody can
Oh,
stop.
I'm going to Vancouver. I'm going to Vancouver and going to a hockey game with him. He's not getting.
I got total blackmail. His parents love me. I'm written into the fucking will. Okay, so
Oh.
he's
Yeah.
toast. Okay, he is fucking toast.
Oh no!
Right.
You know what? You know what, Panda? If we do our deal, you have to put. I need to see your face. I'm not doing a deal with someone I've never seen their face for. So me and Panda are supposed to do a GPU deal, and if we do it, I need to see your face, buddy. That's part of the deal.
That's offensive, Panda. I asked you to buy my GPUs.
Yeah,
Your GPUs suck, buddy.
that's
Sorry.
fucking
up.
hell.
That's fucked
You're
up.
right. You're right, Steven Cicero. I would never violate his privacy like that. You're absolutely correct.
Well, nobody
You're right.
would. We're
He
joking.
is right. I wouldn't do that.
We're all actually kidding. Nobody would actually do that, except for Hawk.
Although when you look at him, though, he sounds just as he looks.
Oh, I feel like I already know what he looks like.
right,
just
right,
based
Chump.
on
When
hearing
we
him
met
sound.
him, he like when he talked, you know, he's got.
I
Like
was
that
like,
big-
I was like in the.
distinct
I
voice.
met him first. I was in the candy store and I heard Chump Change. Like, just,
No,
like,
no,
that's
you
like-
heard the
that's-
voice before you
That's
saw
that's
him?
bad. Yeah, I didn't even see him. He just like
No.
said my name and then I was like, oh, there he is.
No.
Like that voice came from that man. There he is.
And then when you look at him, you're like, you're exactly how I imagined
Yo,
you to be.
what's his wife like? You got his wife, right?
His wife's a very
Sweetheart,
sweet,
total sweetheart.
Yeah, she's
No,
very
I mean,
nice.
she has
Very
to be
nice.
to put up with his crypto mining everywhere.
She's very nice, old school, and yes, I wish mine was like that.
Bro.
Oh,
Get the fuck out
Yo,
of
I
here.
told my wife that I'm not GPU mining anymore, and the look of happiness on her face, I was like, wow, I didn't realize you hated it that much.
wow.
Yeah, see, I don't have this problem with some guys have where they have to consult their significant others to do things. Mine's just happy, bills are paid, she has nothing to worry about, kids are healthy. I do what I want. I don't know how some of these guys live their lives around their wives. I don't get it.
No, I mean, you know, you're a partner. You have to talk about it. She
No,
fucking
yeah, we're
hates it, she
partnered, but
tolerates it.
I'm a little old school in this way, where it's like, okay, well, if I take care of everything, if I want to go buy a new car and make sure after everyone's taken care of, then I can go do that. If I want to go set up and change the garage and turn it into AWS, I can do that.
See,
I can do that.
I'm dumb, and I did the new school thing with the working woman, and my wife makes more than I do. She's the breadwinner now, so I don't. So it's
Man,
like
that must be nice.
I just
Dude,
work
We
here
got a
at this
super
point.
chat from Red Panda's third leg for $2 of a syringe.
What the fuck? What? Oh my god.
I think that's Nick. It's either Nick or
So-
somebody else.
No, so it's the joke I used to do when I was making more than her, and I was like, make me a sandwich. I'm the breadwinner. You make me a sandwich.
Yeah,
So
but
she
that's
got
not.
So she got a raise. No, but she got a raise, and she figured out that she was making more than me. So she comes home and she has a plate on the table, and I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Where's my fucking sandwich?" I said, "Did you get a raise?" She's like, "Make me my goddamn sandwich." And I was so excited. I'm like, "Yeah, let's go!" So I
You
made her a
can't-
sandwich.
That's
You can't
great.
demand a sandwich if they're working.
Oh, that's wait. So when my wife gets unemployed
Can't.
in a month, I can demand.
Now
a
you
sandwich
can demand a
because she's not
sandwich.
working.
Yes,
Mhm.
100%.
You got the gears turning.
My
man.
wife
Where's
makes
the
double
math?
what I do, so I keep her happy. Hey, you play the cards you're dealt with. I'm with
everyone
you.
was when I was getting married, they're like, "Well, where's your prenup?" And I'm like, "Why do I need a prenup? She makes more than I do." And they're like, "Oh, well, then you don't need a prenup."
Yeah.
It was just funny, everybody's reactions. All the old school men, they're like, "You need to get a prenup so your wife don't take all your money." And I'm like, "She makes more than me." She's like, "Oh, all the old guys are like, oh man, all you new school guys marrying working women, you guys are lucky." It's just funny
I mean,
listening to old people
Paradigm
talk.
Miner. He's
Very
like,
lucky.
Panda's either white or Asian. Oh, he's definitely Asian. His name is Red Panda. You don't just, you're not from Wisconsin and decide to call yourself.
I don't
Red
know,
Panda
man.
Miner.
maybe.
Apu was voiced by Frank Azaria for 20 years.
I agree, Rizzo. I don't want to be with a woman like that. I'm with you 100%.
I did everything for my ex-wife. Now it's no wife, happy life. Actually, girl boss.
I don't like. I won't. I refuse
wife,
to
happy
be with a
life.
girl that
Jeez.
was an alpha. I didn't want
Thanks,
to be. That's
Rizzo.
not what
Appreciate that.
That's not what I looked for. Nice, $5 super chat. Sweet.
Heck yeah.
I didn't
I
want a
actually-
girl who
I
was an
actually
alpha. I
like
didn't want
it.
that.
I'm sad to admit it, but I actually love the power struggle.
No,
Every
yeah.
day
She
is
she
the fucking
ties you
power
up and she
struggle.
lashes you when you guys have sex. That's the kind
No,
of guy.
I don't get
That's
that.
what you
Oh,
like.
I-
That's
I-
what you
I
like,
want-
pal.
I want
That's
that. I
okay.
didn't get that.
You ever
No, I
see the
didn't get
scene?
that.
Nothing wrong
No,
with
no,
that.
no.
I wish
You
I got
are
that.
Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of
What
Wall
is-
Street
Oh,
when the candle
100%.
scene.
Oh,
That is
absolutely.
you.
happening?
That is you, bro. That is you.
Unfortunately,
You are
I
that
don't
guy.
have that. I don't have
Yes.
that. I don't have that. But that is me, 100%. I don't
Oh
have
my
that.
god.
I wish I had that.
Domination Johnny. That's what I'm gonna call you.
That's
Okay.
fucking funny.
You ever see the
Please
movie
don't
Don
call him
John?
that.
You ever see the movie Don John
Don with no.
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
No,
Go
I
watch
never saw
It's
it.
good.
No, I never
It's not
saw it.
Sheffield. This is going off the rails. Yeah, of course, it's going off the rails. What do you think?
Did you ever see the candle scene from all jokes aside? Did you see the
Yeah.
candle scene from Wolf of Wall Street?
Wait, which candle scene? I'm talking about
When the one
last
when the
one.
candle was in his ass crack and the
Oh,
girl
not
was
that
whipping his
one.
ass?
I was talking
That's
about the one
you,
where she's
big dog.
stripping- Oh no, I don't like that stuff.
Yeah. That's
No,
you,
that's,
dog.
that's shit. No, that shit's scary,
Instead of a
man.
candle, it's a hockey puck. That's all the
Oh.
difference is.
The shit and
That's-
pancakes for weeks.
Jesus Christ. What? the fuck?
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done, dude.
Listen,
I'm
I was done. I was done when somebody sent a super chat with a syringe on it, with a fucking needle. The needle super chat. We should call it the Kensington.
Oh,
super
it's so
chat.
funny. That is
Oh,
hysterical. I am dying laughing. Oh my
Oh,
god. Let
love
him
it.
cook.
Jesus.
Let him cook with the Quaaludes.
Oh, dude,
fuck.
such a great. That movie is such a great movie.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Dude.
Wolfie.
You remember with the dad? You're spending $20,000 on hookers? Are they shitting money out of their? I can't. There's women here.
He said $20,000 for one dinner. He goes, "What are these?" He goes, "Well, we had a lot of sides." He goes, "Well, the sides cure cancer." He goes, $20,000 in sides. What's EJ Entertainment, Jordy? What's EJ Entertainment? Yeah, Jordy. What's EJ Entertainment? Tell your dad.
There are 3 types of hookers. There's the one that you can fuck without a rubber, and then there's the one that you need a penicillin shot after.
You're totally butchering this movie.
God damn it, I did.
You're totally butchering it. You had blue chips. Blue chip. How did he say it in the movie? It's blue chip. Yeah, blue chips, and then the ones you need, like the blue chip ones, you need a penicillin shot for, and then you had the ones that took credit cards.
He butchered it too. Panda goes. I don't
remember the line, so I want to try to say it.
Panda goes. I want a Quaalude right now.
Jesus.
No, but we've all had that time where you're so drunk, or you thought, like, you remember the scene where he's driving back the from the country club, and he's driving his what was it?
The Diablo, the white Diablo.
Yeah.
God,
and
he
he
fucking
fine.
destroys.
He thinks he's fine, and then he's like, ah, ah. Like
the FBI is listening.
Oh, dude, no, nothing will top Margot Robbie at the Duchess. The Duchess.
Oh, Margot Robbie is amazing. She was good in that movie with Will Smith too. I can't remember what the movie it was. They were cheating on each other's wives.
Daddy, do you want to see this? Because everybody else can see this.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Hey, look, it's not as weird as you fucking fighting about the Caribbean. Watching you like
I'm
you're
sorry,
the ambassador.
I stated a fact.
You're the Hawk Tech and Mining cultural ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago.
Blue chips, Nasdaqs, and pink sheets. There you go.
Oh,
Patrick's on it.
Oh,
good times.
Well, this stream went sideways.
Good times, man.
Started fucked up and ended fucked up.
It's
The syringe stream. What I missed at the beginning? What did you guys talk about in the beginning?
The audio was just all jacked up.
It was all audio.
Oh.
All right.
Rent it, don't buy it.
I love him. Oh, that's great. Fucks, floats, and
that's
slides.
good.
Rent it, don't buy it. I totally
That's
agree.
Thank you, Rizzo. That was great.
I totally agree. I
We
could
were
not
at the
agree
same
more.
time.
Rent it,
That's
don't buy
great.
it.
Oh, that is amazing. That is the best. That is the fucking comment of the year.
That's a t-shirt.
That's-
That
You
needs
need
to be
to
on a
screenshot
t-shirt.
that. We need to post it and keep it and frame it somewhere.
That is definitely a
amazing.
t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm
That
gonna
is
turn that
That's
into
a
a
life
t-shirt.
is good t-shirt. That's what it needs to be on the back.
If it fucks, floats, or flies, rent it, don't buy it.
You gotta have a picture of a bunch. You gotta have a picture of a bunch of hookers on a boat with DJ Mine's face.
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
What a mess. That's great.
Oh, book your next crib. Hawk, you should be a travel agent. If the ASIC business gets bad, you could be a travel agent.
God forbid, bro. You know how long it took me to build Terra with Mike and everybody? Jesus. Ugh.
You got any new
Long
sites
time.
coming up?
Yeah, Indiana's gonna open in about 40 days.
Nice.
Almost done. I have to move 2 big sites. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna start doing an all hands on deck fucking initiative, try to see if anybody can come out and help us move this and get this shit operational. A few people have offered to do like low voltage work and to run all the network. Running the networking alone is going to take a week. Like just all the containers and all the main switches to get everything working.
Yep. Put all the ASICs in a U-Haul and just send it.
No. So to minimize downtime, we're going to ship ASICs out like 4 or 5 pallets at a time. And I'm going to
You're
do
just
it in
shipping them to a
alphabetical.
company? You're not gonna
I'm
move
gonna
them
just do
yourselves,
old Dominion is only like $250 a pallet. It's cheap. So
Oh, that's not bad.
no, it's not bad at all. It's going to cost me more to rent a truck, hotels, and food and all the BS. So it's easier just to do a freight.
Yeah, just LTL it all. I work in that stuff. It's way cheaper to just do it by the pallet, LTL it, or put it on a truck.
It's customers. I've already promised everybody no more than 3 or 4 days of downtime. So it takes a day and a half to transport. It'll take another day to land, clean, assemble, or whatever, put them up. Just
not bad.
Furthermore, since he knows he is wrong, what discuss? You guys are wrong. You're wrong.
Ah,
You're
he finally
wrong.
got
You're
you.
fucking
He
wrong.
finally got you. He got you hooked
Certain-
right back in.
Certain parts of Mexico are on the coastline of the Caribbean
here
Sea,
we
but they are
go.
not considered Caribbean nations.
All right. Change the topic. Last thing we talk about before we end the stream. What is everybody doing after this? I am gonna go watch Squid Game because I am terrified of it getting spoiled.
Squid Games is complete brain rot.
That show is fucking aw. I don't know how the
I
hell you
love
guys
it.
like it. I don't
I
get
don't
it.
like it. I don't like
love
Squid
it.
Game. I watched a few episodes of the first season during COVID. I think it was during COVID or right
It was
after
just a
COVID.
bad,
honestly.
like it did.
Listen,
was
you want to
alright.
watch
I
something
mean, it had
funny? Go watch
some-
the fucking Tiger King series. That shit was hysterical.
Carol Baskin.
Okay.
Not about that.
The guy that's not gay that suddenly became gay. He made him.
Yeah, hit me up.
Carol
Rizzo.
Baskin murdered that girl, and she's in Texas somewhere.
Oh, dude, I think Carol Baskin murdered her husband, 100%. She looks like that fucking kind of woman. She's crazy.
Yo, don't you
Have
live,
you not
don't-
seen Crazy Cat people
Don't you guys live
or
by
women
her?
in particular? What?
Don't you live by her?
I don't know. I think she's in Florida. I don't know if she's in Florida or I know he was. A few of those weird dudes were.
Hillbillies.
No, free Joe Exotic,
much
man,
fucking
for real.
hillbillies.
Leave fucking Joe alone, dude. Joe was the
Free
fucking man, bro.
Free Joe Exotic.
I'm gonna get a fucking T-shirt that says "Free Joe Exotic."
Can we make the next Saturday Night Live a Tiger King recap?
Dude,
Bro.
Tiger King was hysterical. You
I've
never
never
watched
watched
Tiger
the whole
King?
thing, but like I remember
I've
seeing the
never
one the
seen
girl
any
like
of
got
it.
her arm like eaten, like almost
Oh,
ripped
yeah.
off. It's like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that. Like, what is going on down there?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, they're fucking tigers.
Oh man.
I didn't watch any of
There's
those.
dudes in Florida wrestling alligators for fun. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're tigers, bro. They're tigers. They'll
That's.
kill an alligator.
You guys watching anything good though? Any good shows to recommend?
Nope. No.
No.
Just
Mhm.
don't watch Love Island.
What's that
I
mean?
don't even know what it is. I see it everywhere.
don't
I don't
watch
even
it.
know what it is.
Don't watch it. If your girl starts to watch it, walk out of the room. It is
No.
complete, utter brain rot.
The only brain rot
garbage.
I watched, there was this dating show where they put the guys and they put guys and older women on an island, and then at the end of the first episode, you found out that they were all the moms of the guys on the island. So it was actually like so it was like 20 guys and 20 girls, and the girls were all the guys, their moms were on the island.
It's weird.
So like these guys were hooking up with the other guys' moms. It was
Yo.
incredibly amazing. Like,
Wow.
I watched it.
What's something wrong with your brain?
That
Oh,
would
dude,
not be
it's so
that would
fucked
be
up.
what the fuck? Who made that show?
That's
Like, what
I'm
the
saying.
fuck is wrong with
Who
you?
made that show? And then who's willing to go on that show? Right? Like could you imagine the spite? Like, this guy fucked my mom. I'm gonna fuck his mom now. Like,
Yeah, like that's exactly what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a total Epstein Island.
All right, I'm done.
Bro.
I'm done with the show tonight. I'm done. Nah, this fuck out of here. This guy's fucking Oedipus over here.
Milf
Like,
Island.
Bro,
killed
at
his
least
father,
I'm not
married his
fighting.
mother.
Bro,
Milf
at least
Island.
I'm not
Bro.
fighting about
No.
the geography of
You know
the
who Oedipus
Caribbean.
was? It was a Greek
Who's
fucking guy
you
that killed his
fighting?
father, married his mother. In the corner, right over here. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. Good night. I'll see you guys next Saturday.
Hawk
Get the
travel
fuck outta
agent.
here. Oh my god.
At least I got
Rizzo,
some
man.
here.
Caribbean.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bring back
Bring
Double
back,
Dare.
Bring back Double Dare.
That'd be
Double
great.
Dare.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Anybody ever build the shrine to the Silver Monkey? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Come on, you guys ever watched that as a kid?
I need you to go. This is your homework. For
Yeah, I
tonight.
think so.
You're gonna go look up the Greek king Oedipus and what he did, and then never bring that up on a YouTube stream.
Never
ever
bring
again.
that up
I'm
again.
good. I
Okay.
will never bring that up again if you stop arguing about the Caribbean. No matter what they say. You just
But
have
I'm
to let
right
go.
though about the Caribbean. You're not right for saying guys are fucking each other's moms. I don't want to hear that shit. Disgusting.
It's disgusting. It's
So
not.
disgusting.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fucking.
It's a show.
It's disgusting.
It's two people, but it's fucking. It's weird as fuck.
weird.
Like
It's
that.
fucking
Oh, it
weird.
was so
that
weird.
is
I couldn't stop
beyond
watching.
not normal. Like, yeah, that would
We-
just
you know,
cause a lot of fights.
Yeah,
You know, we should have trial by combat in our justice system,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Did you ever read World War Z the book? Has anybody here read World War Z, the book from Max
I've
Brooks?
seen the movie.
So in the book, it's like the most realistic portrayal of something like a zombie apocalypse, and it was interesting. They did a whole thing about how they changed the American Penal Code because they're like, we can't put these people in jail. We need them to work. And they were like, we can't kill them because we need them. So they did stuff where, like, if you got caught for something that wasn't like life threatening, like bribery or stuff like that, they went back to like old Islamic law where they would do like lashings, and they would like put you in a public square and like lash you. Or like if you stole from your neighbor, and this is like in the book, America did this, they would like handcuff you in the square. The punishment was more about like humiliation to reform you than actual punishment. And like, it was interesting to read. That's all.
Have you seen these videos of like MMA fights in complete like knight in shining armor? These guys beating the shit out of each other with swords
LARPing?
and axes. No, like actual swords and axes, and they have
I
like
forget what I got a clip of that. I saw a
You
clip of
guys
that.
call me
It was
weird.
That's fucking
Wild.
weird shit. What is that? I didn't know it was like a legit
fucking
thing
wild.
still.
Yeah, no, they put on like full armor and get in there and beat the shit out of each other.
Start jousting each other.
Yeah.
No, not even just jousting, like not jousting like on horses,
It's
but
like fighting with chainmail.
yeah, with like chainmail and like shields and
Actual swords and shit,
Actual
though. Like
swords and
real
shit.
stuff.
yeah, pretty wild.
Two hawks enter, one hawk leaves.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh God.
That's it.
Where did
Black
this
Mirror-
stream go?
Black
Oh my
Mirror
gosh.
was pretty good. Sam said Black Mirror. Black Mirror
Black
was
Mirror
kind of
was really
strange
good.
though. It was a couple episodes. I was like,
No, Black Mirror is scary as shit because some of those episodes came true. Like,
Yeah.
Wasn't
Like-
one of the guys? What was that dude's name from Pearl Harbor? The kid who played Danny. He died. He was a friend of Ben Affleck. He was in one of those Black Mirror episodes where he was like in space or something, and he was like communicating with some like
Josh
surrogate-
Hartnett,
Is that his name? Josh
the
Hartnett.
guy
Yeah,
who
he
quit
was.
acting for a while and then came back.
Yeah, he was in one of those Black Mirror episodes, or shows or whatever.
Hmm.
Oh man. All
I
right.
have no idea.
I'm gonna go back to Epstein Island now.
And on that note,
I was trying to end it with something.
no, guys, thanks for joining me tonight, and everybody, thanks for joining SNL on my channel, guys. Go check out all of these guys'
Dude.
YouTube channels.
Hold on, time out. I'm sorry.
Gee,
I was
now-
waiting. I was
What the
waiting.
fuck? He's trying to tell me because it's on the same
No, we're just-
tectonic plate.
No, we're not doing it. Sorry.
I'm gonna-
No, not gonna do
Love
it.
y'all.
Cedric got the last word.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
We're done.
Cedric, you're
Florida is on the
best.
same tectonic plate as the Caribbean. What the fuck? I'm done. I'm fuck.
Ace gone. All right, guys.
All right.
Have a
Love
good night.
y'all.
See ya.
Peace out. Good stuff. Thanks for the super chats.
Thank you.
Later.
Appreciate it.
We done? Is it